Greetings everyone, welcome to episode 3 of season 2. Last time our orphans found their way into Lady Vakas' manor. While exploring, they met a variety of different folk, including her daughter, Valka. Last we left off, our wonderful bard Fred translated sign language from as they learned of a powerful heritage indeed. A mystery remains of who Valka's father could be, but a mystery for another time. Now the heroes must press on as they have a key in order to find a means in order to find her friend if they want to find Lady Vakas. As you all sit in the room, you see Valka after holding the key. She looks up to the guard or the servant that you previously rescued, and kind of looks up at her, and she signs at him, and he turns to her and the lady wishes to accompany you to find her friend in the main servants' quarters.
That may not be the best idea. There's a reason those ice barriers were there to protect you.
It might be
In sign language.
She can hear us.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It might be far more dangerous for you than it would be to stand here while we grab your friend.
What is her name?
Her name is Valka.
Velka. It is not wise for you to come with us. It is very dangerous out there, and I do not think your mother would take too kindly to you being harmed.
You see her put her head down as she looks like she's going to pout for a little bit, and then she picks it back up, and she looks to the servant, and then signs to him that if she can't go, she wants him to take the key then.
I guess she's going.
I would allow him to go. I think that's the best option over her going.
If you wish to request that I go with them, my lady, then I gladly will. Just do stay safe. She nods her head, and you see her kind of lift up the key and put it in his hands, and he kind of holds on to it, and he looks up and well then now. Our best bet is to go through this ice barrier to the left. There's a secret passage that the servants use to go in between rooms quite quickly. It should take us straight to or at least near the main quarter for the servants then.
Lead on?
Did the ice barrier we previously came through, did that reseal itself?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, it's completely sealed off.
So we've got to find another way through.
No, the key opens up a doorway.
Right.
I'm just making sure the barrier stayed there to protect it.
Yeah, it's still there. You still from the barrier, you still feel more of you feel more like a calming presence inside a room. The barrier still itself, still obviously intact and quite powerful indeed. As you take your way out,
Before we leave the room, I'm gonna follow up behind everyone and just turn around and prestidigitation a shower of sparks above her head with a faint, cheerful music playing.
She smiles and waves back at you as you leave. As you all go to the other side, you see the servant walk around to the other side, and he uses the key and opens up a doorway that seems to shoot through, and what you see as to be a solid wall suddenly ripples open. You can see the top part of a doorway that's in there.
Well, I suppose we should go through there.
Yep.
Tanks in front, please.
Yeah, I'm getting there.
As you vanish rather quickly to the other side of it, you see a staircase that leads up. And he turns to the rest of you and says, the lady... sorry. Oh, I need to get my thoughts together. Servants should be up here. I'm quite sure of it. Hopefully they're quite fine. I believe there was a cleric among them. Hopefully if there is some kind of foe up there, they've taken care of it already. Though, who knows?
Up the stairs we go.
Alright.
With those words being said, I'm gonna have my short swords out and run.
Okay. As you descend upon the staircase upwards, you see that as you stand in front of it, you see one of those kind of like shimmering blue ice walls that you encountered in the first room. As you get closer, you see like just the fingertips kind of like peek out of the door.
Nope.
I don't think that we should go this way.
Oh, is there another way?
Yes, down the hallway. We should be quite fine. I do hope so.
Alright, let's go down the hallway.
As we
Whoa! We went everywhere!
as we peek our head around the I'm gonna peek my head around the corner and make sure that there's no icicles hanging. 16 plus 2, 18.
You don't see any icicles hanging from the ceiling.
Okay.
As you continue over, you see that the servant continues to hold onto the key as he continues to walk forward. As he just kind of like talks a little bit for just about up to like this part. Yes, the lady started acting strange a few months ago. The beasts in the forest started to threaten the village and attack almost what seemed to be nightly. She wanted a way to save it, and whatever this creature is must have made a pact with her or something.
Other way around.
Then he kind of like looks back, kind of like startled, but thinks about it for a little bit, then nods his head.
As a curiosity, before this whole incident, what exactly was your lady's specialty in magic?
Evocation and abjuration. She had a little bit of interest in summoning, but nothing ever really came about.
And suddenly she's turning to darker forces.
He just shrugs.
Pacts normally aren't just dark forces. She reached out to any nearby being, and that just happened to be a dark being.
I would have to say that it was probably residing in the spines of the world. It's awful cold up there. Or at least travelers say so.
It's better than the other paths to get to this town.
Perhaps. Perhaps not.
He nods. As you get up to this one, you feel kind of like a shaking that starts coming down like the hallway. And he just like quickly stops like around the corner and kind of like looks around. Did you feel that?
Yep.
I say, what could it be?
Perception check?
Perception
Go
check.
for it.
I would do so as well.
Nat 20!
You see everything.
6.
12. Hey!
14.
I'm basically just looking around to make sure the whole party's here.
Yeah, you look around, the whole party's here.
I see everyone. It's okay.
Everyone looks down the hallway.
I don't see Nella. Shit, where is she? Oh.
You see that down the hallway, there seems to be what looks like to be this kind of like icy fog that seems to be almost like unprecedentedly thick. You can't really like see through it at all, as it seems to be coming from everywhere. With Nat 20 though, you managed to see beyond the fog just very briefly enough, you see this like large scaled creature that looks like it has icicles kind of like bound to its body, and you see it has like these glowing white eyes.
Would I know what that is?
Yeah, go for it.
What check?
Go with an Arcana check.
Either way, I'm rolling this X through the fog.
You don't know it's there.
I know the
16?
fog is there.
Would I have been able to see
Yeah,
it
you,
in 19?
huh?
Would I have been able to see it in 19?
Yeah, I give it for 19 too. You know,
Before the beast was made apparent.
18 for my Arcana
Okay.
check.
18, and what'd you get?
I got a 16.
Okay, collectively, you two, out of everyone staring into the fog, you managed to see this creature. They're called ice beasts. They are a form of demon from one of the layers of hell. Probably the same one that possibly is allied with the Yukiona. You can see that down the hallway it stands about 7 feet tall. You see these like claws that seem to like be sinking into the wall itself.
I am going to immediately back the hell up.
So
Raises
you
my
see
god
Mordecai
existence.
start like backing up once he like looks into the fog. But as you look into the fog, you only see the fog itself.
What do you see, Mordecai?
Ice beast. From hell. It's from hell. It's from one of the hells.
10th circle, if I remember.
You'd be correct.
I always thought it was the 6th circle. That was the
these hell beasts?
that was the icy one.
7 history check.
It's anger. You heard remotely about these. They're like relatively their MO is maim, kill, and then they like freeze people to death.
Alright. So continue
Alright,
playing
I
with
need to
throw
see
my
a
X
PHP,
through the
please.
fog. So it's either the
Nyla-
ants behind us.
Nyla shivers and then pulls the wolf head onto her head like a hood.
Aww. The original
This-
plan
this
was
is
to
in
close
character.
the door down the hall. But the
You
axe
could still do
suffices.
that. I would appreciate you doing that.
So it's either a hell beast ahead or mysterious hands behind.
What we briefly experienced, we can't remove those hand doors.
We can always fight the beast.
Which is most likely for me to survive?
Probably the beast.
The beast.
Do you
Sadly,
still have
I
more of
agree.
those thunderstones?
I have an infinite supply of them.
Oh, well, that's
It's
useful.
like I
Oh,
beast.
by the
At
way,
least we know the
Mordecai,
fog won't be much of
with
an
those
issue.
health potions,
Yes.
No,
do they
that
dispel
over.
once you create another one, or are they storable?
For about 10 minutes.
Okay, good to know.
It's let's make up a couple of those if we're deciding
Yeah.
to kill this beast.
Let's get a couple of those ready.
It doesn't say that I can't. Yeah, it doesn't say that I can't.
I already used one to push you through.
Hold on. Oh, that's interesting.
My frozen.
I've been
annoying
misusing these.
arm.
What do you mean?
I'm going
Once
to.
a creature regains hit points from this alchemical formula, the creature cannot do so again until it finishes a long rest. Work!
Oh,
Whoopsie.
I'm going to push to the front and have Evan Cho ready.
Who is currently asleep?
And I move to the back.
Okay.
Probably a good idea.
Yeah, very good
Question.
idea.
I am standing
And there is-
perpetually behind her.
Claim your colors.
I'm gonna be.
Blue.
Red.
Thank you.
Red.
Oi.
Orange.
Red, same as my skin color.
Purple.
Orange.
Red is my skin color.
I'm gonna be
who's
I
red.
moving-
have,
skin
I
color.
have
Who's moving
normal
up?
skin color.
I'm
I are
moving up.
moving up. I push to the front.
Okay, you're orange.
I'm always the
What
front
color
of the
are you?
battle.
Blue?
Blue.
Okay.
I'm
give
just
me a
pushing
color.
myself
Blue.
far enough to be in front of Nyla.
Black.
Edgy. Alright.
I'm at the back.
My injured arm, is it strong enough for me to be able to
And I'd be in
wield a
front of her.
crossbow? Or
It was your left arm. Depends on which hand you're dominant with.
my right.
Okay, then you should be good.
Okay.
Do we have another PHP? Sweet. Thank you.
Okay, I got this spell.
Alright, who else is pushing for?
I'm staying back with
Orange,
Beard.
blue, black. What color were you?
Purple.
Purple.
I'm going to push forward as well.
And I think
Okay.
Korgath was ahead with me.
Yeah, Corgi is definitely in the fray.
What color is Corgi?
Whatever color you want him to be.
Not helpful.
Whatever's not up there. So
You're brown.
You're shit colored.
And then red. Who am I missing?
Mordecai.
I'll be green.
Who's right behind?
I am behind everyone.
Way back. Okay.
Yeah, my insanity had me say, my stress had me say,
NPC color. Okay, cool.
Protect the healer.
the healer who can't actually heal that well, evidently.
Better than nothing.
Tick. People up in front, you notice that as you remain there longer, you see that the fog starts like coming towards you.
Guys, I can
the
potentially have this.
Goliath predetermined that he wanted to throw things through the fog.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm ready to spell.
All
Or
right.
you could just have somebody push the fog away, you know.
So I'm gonna throw this
That's
axe
a lot.
with
That
an
gust of
18
wind
plus.
you probably should use, I'm assuming.
But hey, if they want to throw things in the fog, let them.
Does that take a spell slot?
Yeah.
Thunderstone, so
Throwing it, right?
Yeah.
this is more concerted.
But the fog coming in is a concern too.
23 to throw the axe through the
So that was
fog.
basically keeping it.
You whip it through the fog. It flies. It flies through it and actually hits the beast on the other side. Roll damage.
Right. Damage on that. 1d6. I have d6. 2. Plus 1.
Yeah. Someone chuck a pencil at me. I have a feeling that was pretty close.
It was very close.
You asked.
I swear it almost hit
Right,
the
God.
side of your hair.
God.
Frisbee.
Not my fault you can't
Do not give your play.
Aren't you already on thin ice?
Catagon's moment of the day. Do not give orphans pointy objects to chuck at you.
Do not request that they chuck them at you.
Point.
Also that.
No, just don't give Zadar pointy things in general.
So last time we gave you something pointy, you chopped the tail off Snowball. That poor cat.
God.
Points of
Better
fire
than the
damage.
bubbles.
I'm sorry, it was the snowberries.
Who's Snowbell?
Or explosion.
A cat.
A cat at the academy that, you know,
A cat.
He did worse.
he did do work.
I didn't cut its tail off.
No, instead you made it spit out bubbles.
It fell into one of my bags.
And turned purple. Anyways, aside from that,
I'm slightly entertained.
Alright.
I blame the snowberries.
Good lord, I'm so irritated I went slightly cockney.
you chuck the axe down the hallway. You hear a run.
That's sexy.
I believe you're back at it.
You hear like this horrendous kind of like roar come from down the hallway as you suddenly see that like shards of ice start spewing from the fog. I need Corgi, Azur, and Guppy to roll dex saves.
That's our best.
That's why you stay in the back, kids.
Yep.
Just
Unnatural 20.
Okay.
7.
Oh, Jesus.
5.
Oh, dear God.
Yes, it's not my week.
Oh.
Did it just become icicles and we just see
You two take 6 frost damage, and you're unable to move until your next turn.
Not that the frost bothers
Speaking of
me,
which,
but still.
roll initiative.
Question, is that cold damage?
Yes.
Then I take half.
Okay.
So it's 3.
Go.
Net 20 on initiative, so 23.
17 initiative.
17 initiative.
20!
Jesus.
Oh yeah.
21.
Gotta pee in my Cheerios, don't you?
Always.
Well, fudge you fudge
Let's see here. 21,
23.
23,
20.
20.
17.
17.
My die doesn't like me tonight.
12.
Are you using the tower?
12.
Here,
Or the tower doesn't like me.
let me test the tower with my dice. Okay, it's the tower.
Tower.
Sure, blame
I
the
just got
user.
16.
Blame the inanimate object.
I would try that, but
The drink's right there. Go be. And that's
Alright.
now.
What's your dex?
+3.
Don't mess up my monster lemonade.
Okay, Ice Beast goes first.
I actually want to taste.
Oh,
it.
snark.
Oh, you haven't tasted
Ha!
Again, that's why you
So
study
Ice Beast
tactics.
either has a 4 or a 5 dex.
Oh,
Also
he
'cause
rolled a
you're
nat
right.
20 and he's got +4.
Holy
Damn.
Yeah.
Beast looks down the hallway, the axe falling
It's
out of
just
its
carbonated.
carapace.
It's like half
It charges through.
It's kind of like sweet tea.
Charges through mist as you see this large, scaled beast that basically looks like kind of like a death claw, except for iced over. Kind of just charged through the fog and it goes up
Great
to.
challenge.
I can't do anything?
Huh?
I can't do anything?
Nope.
Okay.
Attack of opportunities are when they move out of you.
No, I meant I don't have a reaction or anything.
No, you're frozen in place at the moment.
Yeah, you, me, and
You-
Corby.
You see the beast run up to
I
you,
don't care
and he kind of just stares at you, and he kind of like sniffs you. And he kind of stares at you for a brief moment, and he looks very confused.
Eventual, this is a good time to wake up.
The beast kind of looks at you, and he kind of like cocks his head to the right. And as he cocks his head to the right, you hear his like neck pop.
I'm just gonna stare him down.
And he does it again to the left, and he
That's all
kind of
you
just stares
can
at
do.
you.
You're sitting there with a nice black eye.
I could close my eyes.
You get a little penis there, Azar.
That would be a 20 to grapple you.
Ooh, well, he's
Ooh.
frozen solid.
Fun.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's no way I'm dodging.
So you see this beast just like lean in and he grabs you, and then he just chucks you behind him. And you kind of like sail into where the fog area is. I need you to roll a wisdom save.
Did you believe you could fly?
Fog sucks.
I'm terrible.
Nothing.
Wisdom, that would be a 16.
You manage to pass as you go over there. As you fall into the fog, you feel this kind of same presence as when you were rescuing the servants. As you feel like your body just starting to slow down as you start to like nod off.
He's already an ice block.
Yeah.
How
So
can he
now
still
it'll be a
have me?
sleeping ice block.
You also take 6 bludgeoning damage.
So that is 12 total. 21.
And then you see as the beast looks at the rest of the party and kind of like grins, and you see like this visceral of various different kind of like fleshy human bits stuck in its teeth on its like serrated parts.
Must be it's hungry.
Oh yeah, just a bit. Here you go.
I need to make it to make a wisdom save.
All right. That would be a 12.
It fails. It takes 3d6 damage with dissonant whispers. So 13 damage, and for 1 minute it must immediately use its reaction to run as far away from us as possible. It cannot run into anything that perceives as dangerous, but it's forced to run away.
Okay.
As long as it's not immune to fear.
Yes.
Is it immune to fear?
Yeah, you'll find out its initiative, see if it runs or not.
Then you
No,
say
it has
like
to use its
one
reaction.
Oh, it uses reaction. Okay, then yeah, that moves the fuck out of there. Because that'd be its reaction.
As much feet as it can possibly move.
That'd be 10, 20, 30. Runs past you, tramples you over.
Doesn't he get an attack of opportunity?
I'm
He
frozen.
can't move.
He's
Oh,
still
yeah.
grabbing.
Forgot about that.
As he runs over you, you take 7 slashing damage.
Jesus Christ. Sorry.
Jesus Christ.
That's what you get for scaring God.
Yeah. That's what you get. Oh, love.
21.
Okay, as I see no apparent threat.
Except for the blocks of ice ahead of you.
No, he
So-
doesn't see him because he's down the hallway.
Yeah.
He's around the corner.
I'm in the
Yeah.
mist.
No, I'm a block of ice, Korgat's.
Oh yeah,
Block of
you'd be
ice.
able to see both of you then.
Yeah.
Wait, Corky's a block of ice too?
Yeah.
No, Corky passed.
Corky passed?
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright, well then you see me as a block of ice.
I'm natural 20, plus I'm already kind of immune to the stuff, so.
I'm resistant, so.
Would I be able to get past block of ice?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, she'll be able to get past me.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'd be right at the edge of the mist. I would not be able to. I'm going to go up to the other corner and just like peek my head around. So I'm going to be with her with my short bow. I'm going to shoot an arrow into the mist.
Okay.
Please don't have one.
What color were you again?
I was purple.
Okay. So move up to the brown one. Alright.
Does an 18 hit?
And 18 does hit.
Okay. So D8. Where's my D8?
The mist.
Well, it'd
I'm
be.
firing blindly.
Oh, okay. Well, this is gonna be fun. Roll a percentile.
Oh, okay. Not just.
Is that not 20?
It was a nat 20.
Wasted. It
Which
wouldn't have mattered.
pisses me
if
off.
it's
Yeah.
That's fine. Let's see who you hit.
10.
Ping!
Do I hit him?
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey, bud. That's a whopping 10 points of damage at you.
Yeah, I'm gonna be down.
That is twice now that your allies have hurt you.
You fire something. You fire your arrow into it. You definitely hear it hit something.
I'm going to pat him on the shoulder. You did good. You got him.
I'm gonna
For
nod.
all intents and purposes, yes, you did get him.
I'm just gonna be like, yes, got
You
him.
guys are gonna pull me out with a freaking arrow in my head.
and then I'm gonna walk back to my position to not get frozen solid.
Okay.
We're going to find the area in your back and go, that people's armed with bows.
No, 'cause
20.
come his
That's
turn,
me.
He'll get a turn before me,
Your
and he's gonna run over.
the magic of the ice slowly starts to fade away. Roll a strength check.
19.
You shatter the block. You shatter the rest of the ice around you.
I can't get to you safely.
Just fire an arrow, everything's gonna be fine.
I'm not gonna fire an arrow.
Just throw your trident that you've been critting with. Nothing bad will happen.
It won't come back. It's not a freaking weapon that back to me.
For a second, y'all. Dice down, dice down.
Alright, what am I gonna do?
Boy, smells like blueberries.
Alright. I guess I could start with I don't know. Actually, I do know.
been a very quiet game thus far.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to read.
That's okay, take your time.
I don't know what to do.
Serious drawbacks.
Fuck it, I'll take the train. I hope to God I don't hit a goblin.
He's on the ground now, at least.
I've been on the ground.
There are drawbacks to sentient rebels.
Okay.
One can easily kill, one makes you immune.
23 to hit.
Totally hits. See where it hits. Roll that percentile.
Yeah. Okay.
15.
Making sure
I'm dead.
Alright, he's on the ground. Does that change anything for us? He's prone.
He is prone.
So
He
technically,
is prone, so why are you having me roll
so
for
technically,
that?
if it's going to hit him, she attacks with disadvantage.
Wait, yeah, why would... Never mind. I'm not going to question God on this one.
I'm going to. I don't want to kill
No,
him.
if you're
I'm the
attacking
diplomat.
somebody
I'm
that's
supposed to
prone,
talk
you
us
get
out of
advantage.
issues.
You're kind of firing blindly into it,
You
though.
have been dead.
You have
Yeah,
no
but-
idea where he is.
But we know it's like an 8-foot creature, so we wouldn't be high throwing low, we'd be throwing high.
Not enough. We'll just say Zadar hit him, but your javelin manages to skid past him.
It just went.
You kind of see like this flying object just fly past, like over you into the creature. Roll damage.
Okay. Did you want me to roll a D6 or a D8?
It be versatile damage, so.
Which is the D.
Yep.
Yep. Okay.
The human character for you
9 damage.
Here's that mechanical pentagram.
Need another one?
Oh, found it.
Need another one, God?
Nope. Nope, don't need it. I'm good. How much damage?
9 radiant.
Okay. Alright, 19 initiative. You see the fog start creeping up more as it moves another 5 feet up. Afterwards, you see this like spectral hand come out of the wall and is going to lunge and attack whoever. What you had to move up to attack to throw your javelin, correct?
Yeah.
So it attacked you. You see this like spectral hand like fly at you. That'd be a 17 to hit.
No!
Okay. You see this hand just like fly at you, and you raise your shield in defense, and you see it just like smack into it, and you see like the front of your shield's like frosted over.
Okay.
All right. 17. The first 17. Whichever one of you wants to go first.
Technically, I wouldn't do this, but can I keep behind Corgi, but like kind of move into his square?
Sure.
Okay, I'm going to see that the fog's crept up a bit, and I'm still feared, so this is definitely interesting. Can I chuck a bottle of alchemical fire into the front of the fog?
Yeah, sure. Roll the hit.
5.
You just throw it, and instead of throwing it at the fog, you kind of just chuck it, and you hear a window shatter, and you just like chuck this alchemical fire out the window.
It would have exploded on impact.
Oh, explodes on the window. You said the part of the wall would be on fire at the moment, but the magical ice is preventing that.
Okay.
You didn't shatter the window though. Looked like a pretty expensive window at that.
Glad it wasn't a nat 1 and you just lobbed it onto me.
I am so sorry. You'd be
Oh no, he would have lobbed that on the corgi.
No, I have resistance, not immunity.
He would have lobbed that on the corgi.
Oh.
Like literally that one. Oops, I dropped it. All right.
Hits
Next.
Corgi and himself.
But yeah, it's a 5-foot radius explosion, so.
Lizardar just sits
Yep.
there like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Okay, so you just kind of like explode this like tidbit up there.
Well,
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so you explode the map. Everyone dies.
I'm gonna back up a bit then.
Alright, you back up to your original spot?
If I have that much movement.
Oh yeah, you probably would. Oof. Alright. Next 17.
gonna hop on one of us.
I can't do anything from where I am. Can I, with 25 feet of movement, how far can I get?
Each square is 5 feet.
You can get up the hallway to about where Corgi is.
Yeah.
You shoot from my back.
Yep, totally.
Can I move up that far then?
Sure, and you were black, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Ooh, I made everything. I'm
Makes the map stand
everywhere.
out more.
Yeah, good point.
That's me.
There we go.
I'm everywhere.
How dare you?
You're everywhere now, it seems. Yep, you get up to him.
Everything is going
Oh, that was dark.
incredibly
Oops.
darker.
That's black.
What the fuck is going on?
I don't know anymore. Okay, I'm gonna stop messing with it now.
They God broke his world.
Music idiot.
Yeah, totally.
Okay. Can I climb onto Corgi so that I can see down the hallway?
Yeah, sure. Roll an athletics check.
Okay.
You see a solid wall.
Okay. 14.
You feel someone climbing up on you as you see your new companions basically up on your shoulder with a bow.
Gotcha.
Pretty much. No, should I do anything? Can I hold my turn until until like the lizard guy comes running back? If he does.
Yeah, it'd be a triggered action.
To attack, and he has nothing to throw anymore.
Can I just do that?
Okay, yep.
Because I don't want to shoot blind.
Alright. 12.
That'd be me.
With a gnome on your back.
You have an animated turret.
Right.
Chucks the gnome.
Don't do that!
The gnome with little daggers.
Do not chuck the gnome, do not chuck the tiefling.
Okay, well, one dagger.
One
Alright,
dagger.
I can't even check the dragon ring, so now we're gonna try that.
Wait, what?
Don't check the Dragonborn.
Throw the dragonborn.
Dragonborn isn't equipped with the right things yet. I don't have my short swords out.
I think I'm gonna cede my turn.
Okay.
Next turn I'll walk
So
up
I
so you
have a
can
gnome
chuck
on my
me.
back and I'll step into the fog.
Yep,
With the gnome on my
Oh
back.
no,
I'll
you
charge
can
you.
step into the fog. I can take it.
Great initiative.
I can take it.
Mhm.
You see that?
Wisdom.
Well, you want to see, you would see, since you're in the fog, you see the fog extend the other way down the hallway.
It is.
Yeah, exactly.
It's growing.
I can't do much about it unless you want me to waste a spell
I'm
slot.
pretty sure you guys wouldn't be able to hear me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Are you unconscious?
No.
Arrow in your foot.
He's paralyzed, technically, if there's a condition
Technically,
thing.
he was dozing
And
off.
4.
No, I passed that check.
No.
Four,
it's
it's
your
your turn. I believe in you.
Glib!
Do I get to do
I-
anything?
Ice
Wisdom
magic
saving
starts to
throw.
fade away. Roll a strength check.
Strength check, wisdom check.
Strength check, that
Don't
wisdom
betray
check,
me.
correct.
It's because the table edge, it goes
6.
down to.
You struggle against the ice. You feel it partially breaking, but not enough to free yourself. Roll a wisdom save.
Let's try a different dice. Alright, that's much better.
Just
21.
You're definitely keeping yourself awake, even though you're like inhaling this fog at this point. Alright, top of the order.
And then Azars dies.
that's it.
Oh. The ice beast continues to run down the hallway, completely horrified of you.
That's only for that turn, I believe.
Oh,
It
never
comes
mind.
It comes
It's bad at you.
It comes back and tramples Lazar again.
Yeah, but it only moves on its reaction for that.
Gotcha. All right. So 10, 20. All right. So it's gonna move up 5 feet to the square for Zar. You see his like giant ice beast kind of like look over at you, and he kind of eyes at you, but he doesn't seem to want to do anything to you, as he seems to be just a little bit scared for some reason. You see him just kind of pull back. You see his hooked claws kind of like go into the floor briefly, and then you see his legs flex as he lunges forward, and you see this like lizard beast travel through the fog, and you see it like land right in front of Guppy. Like this huge like 7-foot lizard beast, so like it just lunged out of the fog.
Do I
like,
get an attack of opportunity?
yes.
And that would trigger my
Yes.
attack.
Attack with what? You chucked your
I still have a mace.
Okay.
It's a free action to pull out weapons anyways.
25 to hit.
45 definitely hits.
She kills Azar.
Are you?
Let's see how bad it is.
She throws her weapon and hits Azar in the head.
That's 4 damage.
Woo, 16.
You manage to hold on to it as you swing wildly at it, surprised by the beast, and you feel like the leather strap at the end of your mace kind of slide down your wrist onto your fingertips, and you literally almost chuck your mace out the window, but you managed to hold on
The
to
window
it.
that he broke.
Yeah.
If I didn't, you would have.
Yep, definitely. How much damage?
4.
Oh, okay.
Good thing I didn't ask about sneak attack.
Welcome, guys.
But I'll save you. I always save you.
Okay. I appreciate
Hey, Luke. It's a good thing I didn't talk about sneak attack with my attack.
Oh, yeah, good point.
He would have been dead.
Yeah, brother.
And assassinate.
Oh, God.
Let's not.
Let's not say we did. All right. So pounce attack. That would be a 10 to hit.
No.
Bard.
All right, claw.
Wow, so yes.
Oh, you better
Everybody
use
has to make a character sheet.
Oh. That would be a 22 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
I will get double damage.
You take 8 slashing damage as
Okay.
it claws you.
So double die.
Yep.
Okay.
You see, then after
Wait, it's cold damage?
no slashing. It claws you with it kind of like scrapes against your plate mail, and you kind of feel like there's an indentation across your chest now where the claw mark was.
Yeah, I'll get it buffed out.
And then you see it just jump backwards as it uses the rest of its movement speed to go back into the fog.
That's a lot of movement.
Yep. Lunge action doubles your, basically you launch yourself in a straight line, which uses up to your maximum movement speed, and then he used disengage, so he moves back. Alright. Fred.
Alright, I'm going to move in front of Guppy. Like, I'm sick of this fog. I need that beast to make a con save. Right.
Red? Alright. Does it require line of sight?
No.
No.
It just
Okay.
needs a con save.
Alright.
You're gonna thunderclap.
That 20
Son of a
plus
bitch,
3.
passes.
23.
Alright. That means it takes 6 damage, and it's a thunder wave, so the fog If it can be moved, is moved. 10 feet.
So what about Guppy and Korgath?
I move in front of them.
It's a cone?
Yes.
Uh,
It's a
What's
15-foot cube in front of me.
Okay, whew, it doesn't hit me.
Yep, doesn't.
I honestly always thought that move was like a radius.
I was waiting for him to say 20.
Oh yeah. Just stops right at you.
It's
Calculated.
just like,
You,
I'm slightly deafened right now.
yeah, definitely. Oh, you hear the creature roar as you would see in the frost. You see it like as a reaction. You see it like his hand glows like the sickly blue color that you've been seeing on the doorways, and he shoves it into the wall. And then moments later, I need you to make a dex save.
Question. The fog that was in front of us, did that disappear? Can I see him?
No.
Okay.
As if your sound wave hit a solid object.
That would be a 21.
So with almost unnatural like instincts, you like out of like the corner of your eye, you see something like pop on the wall, and you move your head back as you see this claw just go through the window, and then you see it just ripple back into the wall.
Huh. Kind of reminds me of my army days.
All right, 21.
Okay. So I'm going to go around the corner. I'm going to be right in front of Korgath. I mean, yeah, Korgi. I'm going to try to see if I can see the beast this time.
Alright, roll perception.
16 plus 18.
18, you do see glimpses of the creature through the fog. You also manage to see where other arrow lands as you see it's on the ground sticking out of his shoulder.
I'm so sorry, Azar.
Did you seriously just hit me again?
No.
No, the first time.
Oh,
You got an arrow sticking out of your shoulder still.
Wait, we can see them now?
He can. He rolled a perception attack.
Okay, I'm going to
Perception for
attempt to shoot an arrow into it.
Okay.
that's not.
24.
24 hits.
Okay. Would I be able to apply a sneak attack?
It's aware of your presence. There is an ally flanking, but he's incapacitated at the moment, so no.
Okay.
You got this.
And no assassinate either?
No, I don't believe so.
Assassinate only works if the
During
creature
its
hasn't.
first turn. Okay.
Yeah.
Or against a surprise creature.
Oh wow, you would have assassinated and snuck attack damage him. Wow, good thing you really didn't apply those.
Yeah. That is going to be 11 points of piercing damage.
Okay. Alright.
I could assassinate and sneak attack that.
Takes an arrow and like the upper chest, you see like this blue blood start dripping onto the floor.
No, I'm actually pleased by this.
Interesting. Alright, 20.
That'd be Guppy.
No, I'm 19.
No, you're 20.
Oh, I am? Yeah, I am. Never mind. Sorry.
Remember, you kept on talking
Sorry,
about me one not being
I'm
you?
really out. I'm really out of it, okay? Tell you.
Fred is in front of you. You still have holding on your mace by like the leather of it, and you can't see where you're trying to.
Well, I don't want to risk throwing it and end up hitting forward.
That requires touch.
Dude.
Y'all are perverts.
Oh, I wasn't saying it to that.
What can I do? I can't do anything because Fred's in front of me.
Yeah, and if you move in front of him, you're in the mist.
Yeah. Unless I try to do the thing.
Two people with medium space cannot occupy the same 5 foot square.
Oh, we can? Alright, then I'll invade his space.
Space invaders.
Have you ever heard of
Personal space?
personal
No.
space? Yes.
No, she has not.
Where's everybody's placement?
Down.
I mean, I'm still on.
No!
I'm still on Colby's shoulders.
Where'd I go?
You're directly behind me.
I mean, where am I?
Oh no, you occupy
You-
the same
you
story.
occupy-
Right,
the same
right,
space.
I'm in the same
Yeah.
space. Okay, what do I do? Do I blindly do something again?
Yes.
Well, that just means throwing my mace and then I'll have one more weapon. Actually, I need a PHB real quick.
Hey, one of them was
Sorry.
mine.
I'm sorry, I need to touch
That
it.
one's yours.
Okay. I was like, I don't know which one.
I'm in spowers.
Whichever one automatically opens up to you.
Yeah, because
Apparently
whichever
that's
one
the one I
opens up
looked
to
at the
road.
most.
While everyone is Guppy is attempting to figure out what she's going to do, the beast leans down, like close to your face, and he like stares at you with this like menacing stare, and then like this guttural voice, he says, "Your angel will be free, and you will be the vessel of his return."
He's kind of sleeping, and if you kill his vessel, he's gonna be pissed.
I'll just take you back to the hells with me.
Let's not.
Alright. As a bonus action, I'm gonna cast Searing Smite.
Okay. Do you need visual?
Huh?
Do you need to see him? Because there's spells where that specify you need to see the creature.
Let me check. No. No, I don't need to see it.
Okay.
Gets insurance. Is it car insurance or life insurance?
Alright, let's roll the attack.
That's your answer.
I missed. With a 8.
What'd you do?
I missed. I rolled a 2.
Yeah, but what'd you do? Certain.
I went to chuck my mace.
Oh. You see a mace like fly over his head. You hear a crash on the other end of the hallway.
Okay.
What?
Oh no, I can't move my head. I'm very much trying to shake my head.
I'm trying!
19. But
We're going to get to the end of this hallway and just going to find a pile of weaponry on the other side.
yeah, basically. 19. Fog continues to spread. The fog envelops Fred and goes all the way up to Corgi and in front of you. I need you to roll a wisdom. I need both of you to roll a wisdom save.
Really?
Yes. That would be a 16.
Ties go to player.
6!
You managed to resist the lull of the deep slumber as you just hear a thud next to you as you turn and Guppy is just like perpetually out. You're considered incapacitated and paralyzed.
Great.
Can I use a reaction to catch her?
Yeah, sure.
I'm going to put her on my back and turn towards the where I believe the creature is from.
Okay. Alright. 17. First one. Mordecai.
I'm just gonna like peek around the corner.
You see the fog is like up to those two.
Okay, noticing that there's not a Triton or Hobgoblin anywhere in the vicinity, I'm gonna like sort of wander up a bit.
Alright. You want to wander up to where Zara is, or a little bit back?
A little bit
Actually, I'd
after.
be with Corgi right now.
Oh, okay. So,
Corgi and Nyla.
yep.
No, you fell back.
Yeah, you fell back. Yeah, still there.
No, I cut my head around that.
Nyla's black.
Nyla's technically sharing the same space as Corgi because she's on his shoulders.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh,
I
she's
remember.
small sized, so.
Yeah, that's fine then.
Do that rather easily.
So yeah, I'm gonna be about up to them.
Okay.
Okay, so Fred, Guppy, are either of you in there?
We have an issue. Guppy's sleeping. There's a lot of fog everywhere. And I think that thing's angry at me because I freaked it out a little.
Oh, I don't want to do this.
Drag us out of here, please.
Okay, can I get a decent like idea of where they are just from talking to them?
They're about. Roll a perception check.
Can I roll performance?
If you can think of some way to convey using performance, then yes.
Well,
You can sing a song.
then there's that. I guess you should use
Tap
the
my
odd
foot
ones.
to form some form of echo. To
That. What's he trying to do?
Check the message and how far away we are from Fred.
I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna whistle.
Okay.
I rolled a 1.
Oh,
Well, let's see how good that whistle is.
That'd be a 24.
Dumbfoundedly enough, you still manage to hear the whistle. You gauge that they're about 10 feet away from you.
Okay, so this is definitely within my range. I'm going to use my Vine Spear's Vine Whip cantrip to see if I can't grab Guppy and pull her out of the fog.
Okay. Roll to hit at disadvantage.
This is my spell save. So, oh dear.
That'd be a spell. That'd be like spell attack.
Spell attack, yeah.
Yeah.
Shit. Spell attack is. Is it 8 plus proficiency plus?
No, that'd be your saving. Your spell attack bonus is your casting modifier plus your proficiency modifier.
Okay. 11.
You see a vine just like shoot out from the back of the fog, and you see it just like hit the wall.
Can I throw Guppy at the vine? Try to latch her onto it.
You already used your action to catch her.
Alright.
Damn it.
You shoot your vine, you feel it collide into something, but
I'm just gonna like yank and hope it.
yep,
hope
you
it
yank it back, you don't get anything as you go fishing for Guppy.
Yes! I noticed! God damn, I can't.
That's funny.
Fucking useless. I can't do anything out here.
Alright. Will that be it?
Yeah, that's all I got.
Just tell Corey to be ready to catch her.
Second 17.
That'd be you.
I know.
This is not good combat music.
no, it's not.
This is explorer music. Or menu music.
Oh boy.
Use your inspiration.
Can I see the monster? Can I like?
Yeah, roll a perception check.
23.
Yep. You can definitely see him through the fog.
Good. I'm gonna jump off of Corky's shoulders and run towards him.
I need you to make a wisdom save as you enter the fog.
Yeah, and it's magical, right?
Yep.
I'll take that 13.
Don't cunning.
Yeah, or no, I have, no, straight 17.
Straight 17? Yeah, you managed to resist chill of the fog as you start feeling like a slumber kind of like wash over you. As you jump into it, you see those two, you see that Fred like has a guppy on his shoulder and she's just passed the fuck out.
I want to move up into melee with the
beastie.
beast.
Okay. So, yep, you definitely would be able to.
I want to hit it with my dagger.
Okay. What color were you?
Black.
Okay, yeah.
That's so...
Nope, you changed the monster.
I'm sure I don't hit it. That's a 12.
Nah, you missed.
Yeah, damn. Okay. That's my turn.
It like looks at you and it's going to...
Down.
Yeah, it looks down at you and it's going to make... use its reaction to make an attack on you.
Okay. I'm sure
That would be a 12.
a 12?
A 12.
That amazingly does not hit me.
You see like this giant like swipe as this like hand that's about like almost as big as you just like misses your head as he just makes a hole in the wall.
Fuck off!
I'm gonna attempt to hear this with a 15 perception.
You do hear through the fog that something just smashed.
Nyla, are you okay?
I'm fine!
Okay.
Kill this stupid son.
12.
Rage up and charge in.
Oh, God.
Good thing I got a
Okay, yeah, everyone hears the barbarian yell.
I'm going to stand there and be like, oh no.
No, he doesn't yell, he starts to yodel.
This is gonna be hilarious. I cannot wait.
What?
I honestly imagine.
You enter the fog. Roll a wisdom save.
Isn't he immune to magic?
Oh my god! Let me roll.
What was it?
It's a 1.
I blame the
So
box.
Does
Yeah, the
being
box
rage
stopped it.
prevent him from being asleep?
Oh, Christ's sakes. Rage does nothing.
Just rages and like passes the fuck out.
He has
Rage
rage
sleeping.
sleeping.
He is rage
You
sleeping.
can't cast some of your rage slots for 1 minute. Ends early if you are knocked unconscious, or if your turn ends and you haven't attacked an outside creature. You can also end your rage as a bonus action. Nope, doesn't say anything about preventing him from falling asleep.
I've heard a few things like charm effects and similar magical effects can't affect a barbarian while raging. I don't know where I heard that. So.
Probably at higher levels. I'd imagine so. Probably.
Now he
And
is rage
it
snoring.
might be some different with Xanathar, so I'll check for you real quick.
Range nap.
This isn't mine, it's...
I like the idea of an angry nap.
Path of the Zealot, right?
Yep.
He starts yodeling and then his yodel.
You let
He yodels himself.
Nope. So you see, Corgi just like yells out and he charges into it, and you just feel like this deep slumber kind of like hits you as you just like fall forward on top of Fred.
Oh my god!
Oh, how much have you been eating? Oh shit.
When I wake up, I swear to god. I am less than you do, sweet roll.
So I'm only 312.
Who's all awake right now?
Only. I'm awake.
3 of us are not.
I'm awake, but I'm paralyzed until the start of
The
my
Which of us are
only reason I
able
would
to
fall
do
asleep.
Well, the start of my turn.
I'm literally right in front of this guy right now.
Which I thank you because.
Which is such a bad idea.
Clock spreads even
Oh,
more.
you shouldn't have done that.
Well, I thank you because like allows me to sneak in.
You're welcome.
4.
That's you. You got this strength check.
The paralyze ended, right? Because you said until my next turn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the ice breaks away as you're freed. You still see like the beast is like right next to you, but he's distracted by your gnome friend.
Okay. As a bonus action, I'm going to Hexblades curse him, and then I am going to slash the shit out of him.
You got this.
Are you
It's that fucking tower, I tell you.
Oh, let's get the tower.
Yeah,
Don't
just
use the tower.
don't use the tower.
There you go.
There you go.
So that would be a 9.
You missed completely.
Yeah. Okay. That's my turn.
Okay. It is called the Tower of Doom for a reason.
True.
Tower of Fate, my bad.
That's worse. It's just me. It's my luck tonight.
Alright.
Okay. My luck has been shit, but
Here, try that one.
23, Beast.
Oh shit, I'm in front of
I
it.
need your dice.
Well, you
I'm
both
screwed.
are.
I'm in front of face.
You see it snickers a little bit. As you see it just like flickers into this like fog form as he's going to Misty Step.
Oh wait, did I have flanking?
Yeah, because I'm on
Yes.
the other
Did that
side.
give me advantage?
Technically yes.
Damn.
well, he didn't go out your way.
And Misty Step doesn't allow for a
Nope.
attack.
He moves behind you, and you see him just basically. Since you are in the fog, you actually probably wouldn't be able to see it. You see, he kind of just like unhinges his jaw, and you see almost like this liquid blue stuff is like washing around in like the back of his throat. As you just see him like lunge forward, his fingers crack into the floor. As you just see him start hurling this, as he's going to cast Ice Breath on both of you. I need you to both roll a con save.
Who's both?
Shoot.
Those two.
Hey.
That's a 9.
19.
Okay. You pass. You fail.
Yeah, I could
You take full damage. You're frozen until your next turn. You take half damage. You're not frozen.
I'm dead.
Altogether, that would be 10 damage.
Yep. I'm unconscious.
Well, you take 5 because.
He's still unconscious.
Okay, so you're unconscious. So.
zooming in.
And then you just like you feel like this kind of like liquid, almost like wash over your body, and then when you look, you see like your body starts freezing as the liquid quickenly hardens, and you just start snickering.
Yeah.
23. Being in the fog, you also saw this. Like you see her like frozen, like almost like a statue now, and you
Also,
see him on the floor.
I just want to point out that I've been next to where Corgi was. Like, I still had my head peeking around the corner the whole time.
Yes.
I didn't move back.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, Corgi is now there.
And
On
I knew
my
where
back.
Corgi was.
Yep. And you're right there.
That was
You hear?
I'm purple.
You're purple.
I'm green.
You're green. Okay.
I'm blue.
Okay.
Don't do
Purple,
Wait.
brown,
Corgi's is...
green,
I'm with him in the red.
Swap purple and brown.
Yeah.
eh. Mode from Caligant, once again. Sticky notes, they're your friend. Okay, back to combat.
Right. I am going to cast enhance ability on myself. I'm going to choose bow strength. I have advantage on strength checks, and my carrying capacity is doubled.
Okay, you can definitely lift, bro. You went to the gym.
With both Corgi and Guppy on my back, I'm going to start moving back down the hallway to get out of the fog.
Okay. You move out of the fog with both of them on your back. As he walks out of the fog, you're just like standing there, and you just see Fred with Guppy on one shoulder and Corgi on the other shoulder, like walking out.
On natural 20 to move up the fuck out of the way.
You move like to the wall.
Good work, cutie man.
You look pretty damn decent.
You also see him walking with like the Goliath and the tray and each on his shoulder.
I'm just kind of awestruck.
Let's see how ballsy you are when there's 2 short swords to your throat.
One, I was just being cocky. You don't have to take it so personal.
As you exit the fog, you see that the effects of the fog start to wear off. Both of you roll a wisdom save.
Both of who?
Guppy and Corgi.
The sleepy people.
Show me.
Ooh, shakalaka.
A con save?
Wisdom.
21.
17. That's his fault.
Both of you manage to wake up from your deep slumber. As you wake up, you're super groggy. You just kind of feel like you feel very cold as your temperature dropped quite a bit, but you
Still
start.
raging.
Yep. Still raging. Well,
wake up
no.
and
Your raging goes away if you're knocked unconscious, which you were.
You get how many of those a day?
I don't know.
It's equal to.
Alright.
I think. I don't want to misquote
I'm
myself.
at rage 3 damage too, so.
So who woke up?
I woke up.
Both of them
Corgi
woke up. Numbers shown for your level. You're level 3. You have it 3 times a day. So you still have 2 more uses. Alright, so both of you wake up. Let's done the initiative. We have
Bonus action. I'm going to holler down the hallway and be like, Azar, I believe in you. You can do anything. And I'm going to give you
I'm unconscious.
Oh.
he doesn't know this.
No, you can do anything.
He doesn't know this.
He doesn't know that you're
He doesn't
That's
know.
true. You have no clue.
You have no clue that he's unconscious,
Wait,
so
no.
you give him your
He was in the
inspiration.
fog, he would have saw that.
No.
He would have saw the
No.
attack.
I saw
Too
she
far
heard got
away.
frozen. Would I see him on the ground?
No.
Use it well, unconscious man.
Oh, I love this. Okay,
You
good job.
didn't think of the
You're
person
very
right
inspired.
in front
You faintly
No, I
hear
thought
something in your unconscious state as your body is like kind of like slowly freezing over in the fog. Good. All right. 21.
of you. That would be me.
damn right. It's better than you.
I can't reach it if I go to try to attack. Actually. Nope. I'd be right mid. Just gonna shoot my short bow.
All right.
I'm still aware of where it is, right?
No wood vanished, so you'd have to roll another perception check.
– 17.
Yep.
Okay. Go to attack.
It's
13 to hit.
Nope.
You're rolling like shit today.
You just see you see like an arrow fly by. You would see one, but you're kind of unconscious, and you see it just fly by the creature, and he just like chuckles again.
Oi, mate, come at me, you fucker.
He doesn't do anything. He has no idea what that means.
Alright, whoever's
20.
still alive and awake.
That's me, right?
Yep.
Okay. Just double check.
Yep.
Alright, who's the purple space?
Zadar.
Zadar? Okay. Zadar, is it okay if I come in your space? I have an idea.
I don't give a single fuck.
Okay.
Carlos, try not to insult you, Your Highness.
Why, thank you.
Alright. At the fog, I am going to cast Gust of Wind.
Okay. You cast Gust of Wind. You see that as the wind envelops the fog, you see it start pushing the fog back, but it looks as if the wind is hitting like a solid object.
How far in is this solid object?
It goes like all the way like to the beast itself.
Okay.
So you see like you see it like press against the fog, but doesn't seem to be moving it.
Alright.
Okay, 19. Fog trickles around the corner. Envelops Guppy, Zadar, and Mordecai.
What kind of throw?
Wisdom.
19.
You're good.
12.
You fall asleep.
I fall asleep.
Okay.
Eat a dick, you
I
pussy.
just woke you up.
I'm trying to.
Fog. See,
What is it?
Fog.
Wait, are you still like Martha?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know, Gust
only
of
two.
Wind disperses fog. This is weird
Yeah.
kind of fog.
I'm like,
Huh?
This is weird kind of fog. It's
Fred's
fog.
still
Okay,
alive.
that's why I'm
Oh,
like,
you're
what
paralyzed, aren't you?
Fred's
I
still
think.
That's a lot.
until you're
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just Fred and Fred and Mordecai right now, I think.
Yeah. Let's see if I get out of this.
Wait, no, I think-
Hey, Corgi.
I saved
Corgi woke up.
Yeah.
Alright, well, I'm back unconscious.
Oh shit.
Alright, 17.
Right. I'm already in the fog, so can I see down the fog to see anything else?
Yeah, you can totally move if you want to.
Yeah. I'm gonna go about 20 feet in there.
Alright, so good there.
Right next to frozen gnome.
You walk up, you see the gnome who's like frost over with this weird like viscous blue ice on her.
Nothing I can do about that without also probably blowing her up.
Pour out chemical fire. Let's see what happens.
Can I
I'm
see?
good.
The chaotic evil character at work.
I'm not evil.
No, I mean like that would still be chaotic evil.
Heck, I'm lawful neutral. Ugh. Anyway, I can see the
Once
beast,
again,
right?
the
Yeah.
alignments are questionable.
Mine's.
I'm just gonna. I am terrified out of my wits right now because stress, but I'm gonna grab a vial of alchemical acid and hurl it at the motherfucker.
Okay, roll it.
Nat 20.
Nice.
Bam! Nice job. Roll damage.
It's got a. Wait, I don't have to roll the hit.
Oh,
It has to roll dex save.
that'd be a 6.
That does not save.
I'd hope not. If it did, I'd be more concerned about your character sheet.
8 points of damage. Acid damage, notably.
Anyone do it?
Finally.
That's all I got.
No. How do you want to do it?
Wait, what?
How do you want to kill it? How do you wanna
Okay,
kill
so
it?
I'm just gonna like wander up behind, just sort of creep up behind the dwarf, like look over her shoulder because
She's
I'm.
not a dwarf.
No, gnome, I am so sorry.
Racist.
You racist.
You shortest. Shut up. See Azar on the floor and get weirdly pissed.
I thought you were better than that, Mordecai.
Oh, eat a dick. I am going to say to his ghostly image as I rip a frickin' vial of alchemical acid out of my back pocket and just fastball it.
As you fastball, the creature like looks over, like kind of dumbfounded, like what's going through the fog, and he goes like this. He opens up his mouth and kind of just chomps down on it, and he just like starts grabbing his throat as you start hearing like this hissing sound coming, as the fog slowly starts to fade away, you see like the acid like burning a hole through like his esophagus, and you kind of like see like the blue liquid slowly going over his body, freezing him solid.
If I may add, I'm going to say an infernal. Return to whatever hellscape you come from.
He would love to respond, but he's can't.
Is he dead?
He is very dead.
I'm back up to 6 health.
Why? Oh, yeah.
Hexblade's
curse. Doesn't that dissipate when you knock
And
out?
just says last 1 minute.
Yeah, cool.
As the beast dissipates, you see that the fog around starts to lessen its grasp as everyone who wasn't asleep now wakes up. You see that the fog still remains, but doesn't seem to affect it as powerful.
Motherfuckers, this is why I like being in a trance more.
Okay. Now then, first step. Azar, cure wounds.
What happened?
8 points of health is what happened.
I'll go back up to 14 gladly.
Hey, can someone grab my arrow?
And
As I look at it in my leg,
yeah, I'm just gonna
snap.
I'm gonna just cure wounds on him as I'm
Can
ripping
I?
that out of his shoulder.
Can I get out of this ice?
The ice is still staying on you for at least a little bit.
Can I
It's
try
her
to get
turn,
out of
technically.
it?
Yeah, it'd be your turn, so you can roll a strength check with advantage.
Goody. Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. Okay,
I'm feeling that's a 1.
oh yeah.
First one was.
23.
You're good. You're good. You
Good.
kind of like break out of the ice as you feel the grip lessen. As everyone kind of like looks down the hallway, you see like this frozen beast that is kind of there, and like a few moments later, he just kind of like crumbles down into basically a fine dust of ice. Beyond him, you see the poor wall at the end of the hallway. There's a trident in it.
Grab that.
There's a mace in it.
We're grabbing that.
There's like 3 arrows in it.
Grab
None of them are
those.
mine.
Actually,
Nope.
I've
I
only missed
shot-
1 shot. With
I
it.
shot 1 arrow
Retrieves
and it
hand
found its
axe
mark.
from ground.
I shot 2 arrows, 3 arrows, and 2 of them found their mark. One of them was an incorrect mark, but I found its mark.
Okay,
nonetheless.
my bad. Then there's 1 arrow like kind of way high up.
Okay.
Somebody messed with that.
Would I be able to reach it?
Yeah, with a little bit of help from Corgi.
What did you
How,
say?
how high up
Beast
is it?
was?
Like 10 feet up.
When I get out of the ice,
Big
I'm
corgi.
gonna walk over to Azar and produce 10 good berries from my hand, and I just shove them in his hand and I say, eat. You'll feel better. They're not poisoned.
I don't think
like
bad.
you lush now.
You get 10.
I don't think bad berries in this
10 health.
spell list.
You get 1 hit
It might be actually though.
0 to 24.
You're welcome.
What did you say the name of the beast
Thank
was?
you.
Ice beast.
No,
Ice beast?
Cancelled.
Can I roll something to see if I know anything about their dust?
Maybe gnomes.
When they-
Oh yeah, sure, go for it.
With that.
Well, maybe you're not so bad
Are
than
you-
you are.
Yeah, you rifle through
He's a hothead.
the books in your bag.
I
as
just
you,
rub my
like,
head
swear that
awkwardly.
you've read something about this before. You flip eventually to one of the more darker tomes that Kataro allowed you to take with you as you kind of look through it. It's like basically a basic book on demons, and you see it's a very basic demon from the 7th plane. 10th plane, thank you. I'm from the
There are
7th
only
plane.
9 planes of hell.
7th plane. There we go. Okay, yeah, that's why I messed up. Thank you. Study up, kids. As you flip through it, you see that they're like a really basic demon type. They're commonly summoned by other summoners of the more darker variety. You see that there's an inscription where its dust can be used in various alchemical potions, but it's not recommended as the potions sometimes become very volatile.
I'm going to take a vial and scoop it all up. And I'm going to hand it to Mordecai and tell him, This can be useful, but be careful. It's not the safest of ingredients.
That was gonna be my next question. Is there anything valuable I
friend?
can take off of this beast?
You have no idea.
That,
Ice shards to make your-
I can get something
To
for
make your pelt shiny.
No.
Roll a perception check.
Power system.
No. It should be fine. That's 11. It's not very good, but
17.
fuck off.
You two walk around the area where the beast was. You two simultaneously kind of like look around, and as he clears the pile of the dust, you kind of see like this frozen heart that is blackened and iced over.
Snatch it.
As you snatch it and you look closer to it, you notice that it's a human heart.
As fuck, mate.
Since I was digging around
still
the dust,
keep it.
but I've seen it when she picked it up.
Yes.
I keep
you-
it and I inspect
You like
it.
flip through the page more. There's like a page in there that Katara basically told you, don't go to it unless if you need to specifically figure out it. It's normally forbidden. Caligat doesn't even know about this. Shush. So you flip to it, and there's like a ritual page of how to summon it. The way that you summon an ice beast from the plane is you basically rip out someone's heart, and then you freeze it over. And that becomes a conduit to summon it.
What was your name again?
My name?
The character's name.
Yeah, Nyla.
Nyla? I would be very careful with that thing. That is a very, very dangerous object. Watch it.
Kalima.
No.
12 out of 10, that would be beautiful.
When we stop recording tonight, remind me to tell you that anecdote.
I will keep this just to bury it outside to put the soul to rest.
Can I toss her a leather bag to put her in?
Just advice.
Sure.
Don't let anyone know you have
can we-
that.
I was gonna
I'm
wrap it in
almost
one of my
positive
clothes.
you'll be arrested.
Can we take a
I'll
break
give
real
you the
quick?
leather bag.
Can we take a break real quick?
Yeah.
As you see the servant that you rescued, he suddenly pushes the parties and looks around, and he looks and he's. What was that creature?
It was an ice beast. Demons normally summoned by the use of frozen human hearts.
He just looks at you like horrified.
It's from the seventh ring of hell. Whoever summoned it, probably your mistress, is very aware that we just destroyed it. We should hurry.
Yes, we should. And you see him just like expeditiously just go down the hallway. Window smashed open. As you like peer out the window, you still see like the snowstorm is raging outside. You see it has somewhat of a lesser effect as you defeated a demon. You see that like the lakeside is like frozen. You can see that the lakeside, that the lake that the house is basically built atop of is like 10 miles wide or so. So you could imagine how powerful like the little girl that you're messing with probably is. As
I'm
you
going to shoot a crossbow bolt out for distance.
goes for quite a distance. You see though, as your crossbow bolt flies, you see it hit like something in the air, and you see it just like drop down after it goes like about 100 feet.
I have no idea what to think about that.
Appears we're not leaving under our own desires.
Wait, what happened? I'm sorry.
He just randomly shot a crossbow out the broken window, and the bolt sailed for like 100 feet, then suddenly collided into something, and the bolt just fell.
Oh, I thought you meant I hit like a bird or something.
No.
Great. Now I'm stuck with all of you.
Okay.
Well, it can't be.
That's a good way of putting it.
The impossible. We did save you.
As
What do you
you
mean you saved me?
Uh oh, there's gonna be a bitch fight.
We stopped the fog. And
Alright, moving on to the
as
door.
they continue to talk amongst each other, you see that the servant expeditiously goes down the hallway, and he sees that the door is, for some reason, not frozen.
It's not frozen.
It just looks like a normal door, and you can hear strumming of a lute on the other side.
Anybody got a
Investigate that
temper pole?
bitch.
As they're arguing, I'm gonna walk past and just scowl at Zadar. As I walk with a
As you
slight
now have a
limp.
new scar.
I
As you
walk
now,
with a slight limp.
yep, you have a new scar. Well, it was on your shoulder, so you have a new scar on your
I
shoulder.
thought it hit
Do
me.
you want
Nope.
another?
Oh,
Can I have another, please?
just rubbing my shoulder.
I did get that out of his arm, right?
Yeah, you totally got it out of his arm.
I walk
I just
behind
continue walking
him
past.
up to the door and perception check the door.
Okay.
That's gonna be an 18 investigation, by the way. On the
Are
door.
you fucking
You hear music. Sounds like a ballad. Not quite sure the origin of the ballad, but it sounds like what would possibly be bardic music.
Is there
what do I
any
think of
triggers on the door or anything? Anything unusual?
You can't see anything unusual on the door
Not
now.
that one.
Being a bard, what do I
Kind
think
of
of music?
Roll history with
What
advantage.
kind of roll?
I did it all the dice into the casket.
I have 8 perception, by the way. I'm
That'd be
sure
a
I got
24.
nothing.
You inspect it.
Thank you.
You see that the door frame itself doesn't seem to sustain any ice, and it seems that the ice is being warded away by minute magic. You're not quite sure what kind of magic though. 24, you find that you don't recognize the ballad, but the way that the tempo is going, you can find something probably from like the far east is where you'd find like this music.
Can I guess that it's some form of protection magic?
Yeah, you can totally guess it's some form of protection magic on the doorway.
Alright, then I'm going to knock on the door.
I got 22 to sink my axe into this door.
Oh.
As you sink your axe into the door, I need you to roll a wisdom save.
I love the barbarian way of doing things.
By the way, that's a 19 to
Sorry,
move out of the way from the axe.
9.
You fail your wisdom save as you suddenly start swinging the axe. You just find your axe like suddenly stopped at the doorway. It seems as though if it almost hits like this glass bubble and it like pops your axe back.
Ah, you demon! You should not enter as long as Zara continues to play.
we're not demons?
We killed the demon.
None of us are technically demons.
The music continues to.
We come at the behest of the young lady, Vilka.
Valra.
Valra.
Or not Valra.
It's Velvet, right?
Yeah, it's Valra. Yeah, but now I second guess myself. My bad.
We come at the behest of the young lady Valra.
You met the lady.
Yes.
Ah, neat.
She sent us to find her, friend.
We weren't given a name.
I'm gonna look at the servant and just tell him to speak.
I'm sorry, I never called your name before, but these heroes have been helping the manor. They managed to sneak in past the demon's field, and it seemed that they're able to help us now. They just destroyed this demon. It was miraculous out here.
And you see that, and you hear that the music continues to play, and then it stops very briefly, and you see the barrier just kind of like shimmer for a brief second.
Quickly, in now.
Darn it.
Starting in.
I'll follow. Not going to waste a second.
Alright. So, party will be angry.
Why that make us so depressing?
Because you're depressing.
No, we're not.
We're a bunch of
Very
orphans.
depressing.
Okay, but we're a lovable bunch of orphans, thank you. Or at least some of us are.
Again, speak for yourself.
Okay.
Yeah, actually.
Well, I love all of you. Except for the gnome, I don't know her that well.
You see this like cat folk kind of like sitting there with like this lute in her hand. You see that there's like this what looks to be almost a religious symbol carved on the lute itself as she starts to play again. So you continue to like pluck with the claws on your fingers, and she looks at all of you.
What brings you into Lady Vakas' manor?
We're sent on the behest of Archmage Khadgar.
Caligan.
I was waiting for that to happen.
I play too much World of Warcraft, okay?
It's okay.
Archmage Caligant. We're told that there's issues here, and we're sent to save Lady Vakas.
She kind of looks at you. She continues to play.
Well, you're not demon, or the exorcism would have worked by now.
He's the leader
Oh.
of the orphanage.
Most of us aren't. One of us, but he's friendly.
She kind of like raises an eyebrow and
I'm
shakes
of
her head.
infernal heritage. Do I feel anything from this?
Roll wisdom save.
He's basically not deal with issues that
10.
You start listening, and as you're lulled by the music, you slowly start to like stop being able to move your body.
That's amazing.
As she continues to play, and she looks over at you. Sorry, I only know this one.
frowned upon in some cases, but
And she continues to play. Behind her, you see that there's like a collective about 10 different servants. They all seem to be in relatively common clothes. They look to be all completely fine. And you see this small, young, half-elven girl who's amongst them.
Yeah, I don't think I made a backstory.
Small half elves, you said?
Yeah.
Okay. And does she look like the description we were given by?
Yeah.
Okay. Gonna go up to her.
She's like hiding behind like this person.
Daddy, they're coming towards us.
Fish!
Racist.
I'm
There's
gonna sit
another
down in the
racism mark.
corner and prestidigitation like a little dancing spark.
what's the real dwarf?
We're not here to harm
We have
the
Jeez, Mordecai, you're on a
young
roll today.
lady of the manor. Sent us for you. Sent us to see if you were okay.
Oh, Velka sent you?
Yes.
Oh, thank God. None of us could get into her room. Didn't know what happened.
Well, she specifically asked for you.
She's probably talking about the secret entrance.
Secret entrance?
Yeah, with the key.
Well, I can't speak.
Okay.
Probably a good idea.
Show us the way.
You have time to
She
deal with
nods her head.
Pardon my
haven't
tongue,
been
it's a little
racist
bit grumbly.
today.
You are being the racist today.
I haven't spoken.
No, he's being the shortest.
Racist.
I'm so confused.
You see her like walk up and like grab the key from whoever's like holding it,
Yeah.
and you see her walk over, and you notice that there's like this over in the corner there's like these two like bookshelves, but they seem to just be emptied, and there doesn't seem to be any like relevant thing there. As she walks over, she starts like trying to move the bookshelf and realizes that she can't really like move it by herself.
Which way does it go?
She like points over for you like to move it to the right.
Alright. Do you need me to roll a strength check?
No.
Alright, I'm gonna move it.
And so you start like pulling it over, and you pull it over again, and you see that like there's this indentation of a wall that seems to be like covered up by stone. That like there was a doorway there at one point, but that has been like sealed off since then. You see her like put the key into it, and it kind of like clicks as it turns, and you see like this portal ripple open, and on the other side you see that it leads over to where that doorway is, and you see like this very large like 7-foot oaken door that seems to be like encased in ice.
What is behind the door?
We don't really know, but
It's okay.
you've helped them enough. Listen, my daughter, she's Velka's friend, and they used to play all the time. If that door is what I remember it to be, it must be Lady Vakas' study.
Which is where we're aiming to go.
I think we should rest first.
Yeah, considering most of us was sleeping during half that battle, I think we might need another nap.
Well, we're only sleeping for a few minutes. It wasn't a long nap.
Anyone down for some games of blackjack?
No thanks.
You see her, like, you see the portal, like, shimmers for a few moments and then closes as the key, like, pops back out.
We'll rest and then we'll go.
Anyone down for blackjack?
No.
You don't have to bet.
What is this Jack
My
of Black?
father used to play blackjack.
It's a fun. Stop with that shit.
As she continues to play, she looks over at you and she slowly, like, stops playing, and she kind of, like, let goes of the beat, and then you, like, slowly feel like your, like,
Life
muscles,
come back
yeah,
to your
like,
muscles.
like, kind of life comes back to you.
Okay, so.
Thank you.
Is that
You,
we are done?
you see her, like, kind of, like, still hold on to Luke, and she looks over at you.
Zara not used to getting tiefling, sorry. Beyond the race, not very common in the Far East.
But we don't have cards.
Believe me, I get it.
Oh, you have a deck of cards?
Yeah.
It's not the first
It's a
time I've
loaded
been
deck of cards.
caught up in
No,
something
I
I shouldn't
don't.
have been.
It's quite
a
fun.
legitimate deck of cards. Yes.
Yeah, we're taking a rest.
How long are we rest?
Probably 8 hours. All my spells are gone.
Okay, so I'm just gonna like toss around a bunch of health potions since I can just give everybody a few d8s of health before a long rest, and then still have the ability to toss them around again later.
Yep.
As long as you can get a 7.
I'm going to go over to her and make a religion check on that symbol on her
Sure.
instrument.
It's 5 points all around.
Woo, thank you.
That would be a 17 religion.
Apollo!
Apollo?
Apollo, God, music and light.
To full health, or do we have to use our hit die?
It's a very interesting song you're playing.
She looks over at
Don't clerics in this place praise the gods through the ways that they would praise them? I guess.
A musical cleric, not something I'm used to seeing.
Oh. Do you think you could teach me how to play the song? It appears to be keeping out the demons, and considering what we're about to face, it might come in very useful.
She shakes her head.
It really only works to keep them out very temporarily. It works like
I don't have any weight.
sanctuary.
I'm just gonna eat a couple of berries just because I'm hungry. Because I'm hungry.
The god Apollo grants me this gift as long as I continue to play the music that he loves.
Some rations.
I already have
Do you think you could teach me the tune at least? Because
Can't eat rations.
even if it will not be useful for the time being, in the future it could become very valuable.
She thinks a little bit.
But they give you the nutrients that you need.
She says, this took me many years to practice and learn and whatnot, but hey, Zara might be able to teach you as long as you save Lady Vakas.
Okay.
Zara did not expect to be caught up in her pilgrimage in this place.
So, yeah,
Yes.
your people come from the east, correct?
Yeah, she's a Catholic.
So.
What brings you here?
What I do. I have cards on my side.
I'm on my pilgrimage, of course.
Religion check to see
Told you he
if
cheats.
I know anything about that.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
I know nothing. Absolutely nothing. That's an 8.
Which I have plus 12.
You know that clerks of various gods take pilgrimages to sacred sites. but you can't really recollect any sacred sites out towards this way.
Unless I did expertise.
Expertise is only
Alright.
Yeah, it'd only be.
And she looks.
Okay.
I mean, of course, you must know, right?
I'm afraid I don't. I'm not familiar with your people as much as I wish I was.
Wait, it's really
Yeah, she looks around a little bit as everyone else is talking.
Oh, I'm just standing there.
Well, yeah, but he's actively conversing with her. As you're actively conversing with her, she kind of goes to a hushed tone.
And she's, don't you know who resides here?
You mean resides in this castle?
Yes, don't you know her?
Yeah, Lady Vakas.
Well, yes, the lady.
I'm sorry, you've confused me.
She whispers into your ear.
The daughter of Apollo.
Truly?
She nods her head.
Well, that certainly makes a lot of sense now that I think about it.
So you get plus 8.
Suppose there's worse that could have been.
18
She nods her head and she looks around to the others.
with advantage.
I don't mind you sharing this information, but make sure the ones that you share it to are trustworthy.
This is certainly important information. If it becomes necessary to tell them, I will be forced to. But until then, I'll leave this information a secret.
She nods.
So, I happen to be a
That's where my one's going.
I'm gonna be in trance for like 2 hours. For like 4
Got it.
hours.
Can't think of the word. What is we trained to be?
And ask you.
Diplomat.
Diplomat. I happen to be a diplomat, and I would like to learn as much about other societies as I possibly can. Do you think that you could tell me some stories about your people?
Hope that isn't fresh.
Seems like we have time to kill, so yes, it's out of it.
I'm gonna speak. We're trying to absorb as much information as possible.
She tells general stories that you have heard from her, or that you've read from various tomes from the east. They're a bit more different than what you've read, as there seems to have been some mistranslation. Mainly about how it's a wide desert there with many dunes that turn into a forest. That there's amongst the trading city, a lot of the silk, gold, and various gems come from there. They're relatively wealthy, but most cat folks are driven from wanderlust to leave their homeland in order to seek out what they want in life.
Alright. I'm just going to spend my hours listening to her.
I'm just crashing.
No, you just crash.
Yeah, I'm just
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
sleeping.
Yeah, you sleep pretty deep too as lingering effects continue. Also, she's playing Song of Rest too, so everyone gets you to full.
I'm going to turn her Song of Rest into a duet with my Song of Rest.
Okay.
I'm still having trouble sleeping, so I'm just gonna lay out a bunch of my alchemy ingredients and see what I can make.
Okay.
I don't want that.
What are you doing, Cordy?
19!
What do you want to mix?
Given our general surroundings, I'm gonna see if I can't make something
I'll go get this one.
Fiery.
potently explosive.
Chill by wall, I guess. Chill by wall, I guess.
You kind of like mix together like some of the ice shards from the beast, and you mix like shards of a thunderstone together, and it kind of like swirls together in like almost this viscous liquid. As you put the stopper back on it, you see that as it stays in the vial itself, it starts to move on its own, and it kind of like ripples in the vial. It's basically a thunder wave, but it also freezes them in place for a round if they fail a dexterity check.
Oh, that's cool.
Anyone else want to do anything?
Well, I mean, I've been sitting here staring at the scar on my arm and playing with my dagger while the dog talks at me.
Not
Basically.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Staring at the long scar that goes from my wrist to where my elbow is, and playing with my dagger. It's probably very dangerous.
And
It's probably not a good sight for some people.
I'm not questioning it because I don't feel like having a dagger to my throat.
Throughout this rest, does my arm start to recover?
Yeah. Yeah, it slowly starts like popping back into place. You feel the effects start to ripple away.
Alright, so I can use it again?
Yeah.
Sweet.
I'm guessing it was.
Yeah, you can get your arm back.
Of course he wants to do
I'm
anything.
interested in hearing how you were playing that
Just
dongle
chilling.
one-handed.
I am.
Dagger too. Quite the
Yes,
I got you.
I am very skilled.
Whatever that means.
Poetic justice or injustice?
The few hours
Whatever you wish.
kind of go by as everyone just kind of like relaxes for a bit. The music kind of like softly plays in the background, not binding you in place, but a different tune. She feels a little bit more comfortable now that there's more than just her protecting the people. Eventually, after everyone feels rested, the little half-elf girl walks up again and she's,
That sucks.
Do you want to go now?
Yes, that would be perfect. Thank you. We needed some rest to regain our stuff,
Okay.
she nods her head.
especially this one.
Before we leave, I'm gonna go up to the woman, the catfolk playing the melody.
Uh-huh.
A patron of mine seems to have fallen asleep.
My fault.
Is there anything you can do to assist me with that?
She kind of looks over at you, and she like shakes her head no, as she looks at you.
Zara, cleric, yes, but Zara not good, too good with what you must face. If you want your friend to wake up, you need to get rid of this demon.
We're friends still asleep.
I'm gonna rattle my sword against the
Oh.
stone.
I'm like, what
Wake
friend's still
up,
asleep?
Evan, chill.
He's just perpetually asleep.
Hey, by any chance, guys, right?
That's great. Our warlock doesn't have access to any of his spells. Well, that's a lot of fun.
Question. Is,
Hey, Lord.
does
Evanchel.
Evanchel count as a conscious mind that's near us?
Yes.
DM, you're missing a funny thing. He has Evanchel pressed to my mouth. Hey, Lord Evanchel, I'd like to speak with you.
He's just
Wake the fuck!
Oh god.
Just something.
Can the two of
I
you
think I
kindly
have
not
something
be shoving
they might
blades
work.
in each other's faces? We have other things to do.
Could the two of you kindly not be yelling? I'm
I
trying
may
to
have
get my
something
final
that
bits
can
of
wake
sleep.
up Evanchel. Just might be a bit
What kind of
risky.
sleep? You've been
If I gain access to his mind, I might be able
Because
to.
I still don't trust you.
Force him
I
to
sleep
wake
for
up.
2 hours every single day. That's it.
On one hand, I don't think that you could handle Evanchil's mind. On the other hand, we only lose you. I'm willing to risk it.
No.
That was a good burn. That was a really good burn.
That was really good. Good job. That was really good. That was super accurate too.
Now what? Warlocks
We give him
aren't
50
very
XP
useful
for
anyway.
that.
We'll get all
Fine,
this
I see
fine.
that nobody's
Hey,
replying
everybody.
now.
Yeah, that
What
was
the
really
fuck
good.
is this sword?
Lord Evanchil. I like you, so I don't put it in your face.
Can I grab it?
Who is Lord Evanchil?
The voice in his head
My
that hates
patron.
demons.
Oh, you have a voice in your head too?
I do. What does yours say?
Mostly, basically just kill your father, kill anybody that does anything wrong.
Is this your?
It's not a demon, it's just my own personal voice.
Oh.
Okay, have me worried.
Oddly, mine's the same, except it also threatens me.
Kind of mentally bitch slaps you sometimes.
Yes, quite often actually.
Mine threatens me, but more of a
I'm pretty sure the sword
self-harm
itself.
thing.
I'm pretty sure the sword itself has slapped you.
Actually, I think so.
Yeah, it slapped you. It slapped you twice now, if I remember right. What?
sorry,
Quite
Chris.
entertaining.
After enough times, make a compilation of that.
Alright, I will follow the
I
little
have
girl.
voices too.
Okay.
Those, no.
Wait, we're doing what?
We're going in the portal.
Oh, okay.
A good little girl isn't going to
Sure,
show
why not?
with us, is
Short
she?
sword's ready.
I can't fucking go anywhere else.
I'll pull out my vine spear because why not?
Now that I got my
Sword's
trident back,
ready.
I feel normal.
I
I'm
still
going
have
to
my
kneel down
dagger
to
in
the
hand.
little girl and say, alright,
Yeah, you got it. Okay, right.
one of the reasons we came here is for that key. Lady Vakas said that if we were to save you, that we may have the key to save her mother. You think you can hand that to me?
She nods her head.
Yeah, sure.
I'm going to take it and put it in a pocket. And then step through the portal.
I'll follow.
Just in case it closes when I step through after everyone else has passed through.
Yep. As everyone else steps through, you see a message kind of like appear next to you.
Next to me.
Yeah, and it kind of like unrolls itself on the floor, and it says that Zara shall contact the young mistress if presence is needed. If so.
Alright.
No, thank you.
Boomy boomy.
Like to live today, thanks.
Yes.
Alright.
I imagine death by explosion would be a quick one.
You'd
So
be
we're
surprised.
over at the door now?
Yep.
And that one was or was not frozen?
Once you decide to trust me more.
It's the door to 6 was frozen. Yes.
Beasts.
Yep.
You explode.
You see, it's like just frozen solid. You can kind of see like the ebony blue color, kind of like pulsing over it, like.
Does it look like the one that I couldn't slice through at the beginning? Or
Yeah.
Okay.
It looks like that one. As you kind of look at it, just like the area around, even those with cold resistance and those who are used to cold, are freezing.
Goody.
Awesome.
I pulled a wolf pelt around me closer.
Fred, I think you should try
Does
that
nothing,
quickly.
but I want to feel warm.
That seems to be the only chance we have. I'm going to take the key and knock it on the ice.
You see as the hands kind of like reach out to like grab the key, you see that some runic magic propels the hands away. As you see, they just get forced out of the way as you manage to open up the gateway. And as you continue to looking through the portals, you see Lady Vakas' armor frosted over and her almost in a trance-like state. You see that she is almost like translucent enough. You see that she's casting some sort of spell, probably the ice barrier around her daughter's room. You see this woman in kind of like this white eastern dress with this long blue cord wrapped around it. You see that she floats around and these flickering blue lights kind of like follow her as she just slowly is lulling her with some kind of slumber spell.
Okay. Do we get a surprise round since?
Yes, you would.
All I have out is
Okay.
my dagger.
Well, I'm already.
As you enter the room, roll a dex save.
All of us?
Yes.
Alright.
18.
21.
Net 20.
Is there danger?
Damn,
Can I
damn.
sense this danger?
Yeah, you can sense this danger.
Sweet.
10.
Strange. That one's normally kinder than that.
16.
I have advantage in dex
Good job.
saves.
Oh my god.
Sorry, we had to pay that.
We're gonna go with
With
the
all the
power
bills I've been
number,
rolling
which is,
lately, this is-
15 plus 1. 16.
Okay, who rolled above a 15?
No, this is fine.
Who rolled above a 15?
What?
Raise your paw if you rolled above a 15.
Not 20, so I rolled way above.
So raise your fucking hand, boyo.
No, it's a dice that's giving me a problem.
As everyone steps into the room, you see that like the floor is completely like iced over with kind of the frosty presence that was on it, and you feel and you move out of the way as each of you, besides Nyla and Azur, avoid these blue spectral hands that just reach out of the floor and grab onto your ankles.
What the fuck?
Basically. She kind of like spins around, still floating in the air, seeing that you two are there, and she kind of snickers.
Fuck off.
Alright, well, do we still get our surprise round?
Yeah.
Before I take my action, what would be to roll to see if I know anything about her?
Arcane or history, your call, you'll have different information either way.
Okay, so
That would be a 20.
For which one?
History.
Vakas, Yuki, and Pretty.
tell me which one I hit.
Can I still throw a
20.
dagger?
History.
Huh?
Can I still throw my dagger? Okay.
20 history. History check. From the lore that you've read before on the Yuki-Onna while studying up before taking your mission from Caligan. You know that they are evil. They are very evil. They use their magic to freeze people solid, and they normally slowly feast on their souls as their bodies slowly stops moving, and they eventually rip out their souls that become will-o-wisps that follow around the Yuki-Onna.
Yikes. Can I recall any weaknesses and strengths?
You know that she's completely immune to any kind of cold. It'd actually probably help her more than anything. You do recall something about possibly a weakness to fire, but it's never been proven before.
Any form of radiance weaknesses at all?
No.
So which one do I hit?
I'm going to use my surprise round action to tell everyone, no ice, lots of fire.
Do we do initiative for surprise round?
After surprise round.
After the surprise round.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the
You just get to go down the line at this point.
So assassinate works, right? On this?
There's no combat initiative, therefore there's no first turn.
But it's an attack on a surprise.
Oh, okay. She does know that you are there though because those two failed their checks.
Would
And
it
so
take,
sneak attack won't work either.
would it take my action to tell everyone her
No,
weaknesses?
it'll be a free action.
Alright, free action. She's strong against ice, weak against fire.
Okay. Running
So note to
up,
self, don't set you on fire.
running to the Yuki-Onna.
Okay. What color were you again?
Purple.
Purple.
You see
Okay.
she's kind of like loftily floating like about like 10 feet in there right now.
Say Mordecai. Can I borrow one of those
I'm
alchemical
going
fires?
to
I have an
swing
idea.
up my short sword with
Give us
a
hair.
23 to hit,
Yep, roll damage.
and I'm doing 2 attacks.
Okay.
So 7 for the first one, and a 22 for the second.
7 misses, 22 hits.
No, 7 points of damage.
Oh, okay.
And 6 plus 4, another 10. So 17 damage total.
17 divided by 2, 8. Slash marks appear on both these two as you see like part of their ankles with the hands wrapped around it. Their legs start like freezing.
No damage. Just...
Fuck.
It's split. No damage. Both of you take 8 damage.
Interesting.
Did we see this?
Yeah.
And splash marks appeared on them.
Yep.
Alright, she's life draining both of you.
Alright.
Seeing that, I'm going to immediately take out my swords and attempt to cut off the hands that's holding them.
Okay, roll it.
That would be a 9.
You miss you and you don't hit the hands.
Alright.
Alright.
Second weapon. Nat 1.
Who are you trying to free?
That would be Tiffany.
I'm not trapped.
No, it's
No.
just.
No, it's
Is,
I
me.
thought you failed.
No, I
Oh, then, Azar.
Alright, roll to see how bad you fudge it.
No, that's roll d20.
Not me, I'm
That'd be
squishy.
12.
Yeah.
Glancing blow, still hit the hand. Roll damage.
That'd be 8.
You slice through the spectral hands, and you see that the ice remains on his legs, but the hands like dissipate.
Alright.
I guess I'm gonna do the fun stuff.
Okay.
Can you remove the hands from Nyla before we start attacking her again?
That's what I was gonna do. I was
I can
gonna
do
tackle the gnome.
Tackle the gnome.
Tackle the gnome.
Cut him.
The
Please don't squish her.
3-foot-4,
Please don't squish her. I made a promise.
33-pound gnome.
See, that's where you made the mistake. You made a promise. That one is squishy. I'm trying to run forward, grab
Don't you have a vow or
pull you
something?
forward.
Isn't your goal is to make us stay alive?
I don't know her that well. I know you
She's
guys.
part of the party.
She sees she sees you running at you. Be gentle!
12 to pick her up and try just forcing her out of it.
You try and force out the grass.
You tear off her legs.
Tear off my feet.
No.
The hands roll a 12 strength check to hold on to her.
So I win.
Yep. You gotta like pull her away as the hands like start trying to grasp at anything near them, and they're gonna try and grasp at you as you push her out of the way. And a 7 to hit you is completely missing.
Oh yeah, I thought I had to roll the opposite strength check. I was like, I got this.
Okay, now that we got people places, what color were you?
I am blue.
I'm the only one that hasn't moved yet.
You're. And Corgi.
And Corgi.
Me and Azar would be sharing a space.
Nyla was black,
Yeah.
and then
I was orange.
yep, you're orange. So you'd be like frozen over here.
No, he got
He's
unfrozen.
free.
Oh yeah, he's free. Well, yeah, he's free.
Yeah, we're both.
So then you were red.
Yes. I'd be sharing a space with him.
Yep.
Or no, I'd be 5 feet away from him.
Yeah. Let's see here. Corgi would still be in the back.
Gonna die.
And then
Why are
Corgi
you-
would still be back.
I'm in
Okay.
between both of them.
Oh,
Yeah,
Jesus.
Corgi and I still have actions.
Yep.
So do I.
Broadside, she's still channeling a spell, so that might keep her off you.
So what I'm gonna try here is I'm gonna grab a Thunderstone. And
Yep.
I'm gonna rush forward 15 feet, so I'm parallel with the lady, and chuck the stone at her.
Okay.
Okay. Do I have to make it?
Roll a hit.
No, it's only a 5-foot square.
It's a con saving throw.
She fails the con saving throw. What happens?
She is knocked 10 feet away from the point of impact, and is knocked prone.
Okay.
No damage involved.
All right. Let's see.
That gets her out of the way, if nothing else.
Yeah. She gets knocked out of the way. That would be a. I hate when I have to do math. One second, I gotta look up proficiency bonus real quick. Nope. Okay,
Hey, Nyla, I know you can do range. Can you possibly try to anchor this? Aim down.
Shit, okay. That's a 27 wisdom save. She kind of like starts shifting a little bit. You can see like her eyes start like flickering a little bit as like the control starts to fade from her. But you see like it kind of reverts back to it as she like starts to slowly move around as if she's been stuck like that for quite some time.
Where is Lady Vakas then?
Darkly.
Okay. I would like to try and move as far into that corner as I can.
This corner?
No, the lower corner.
Oh, this one?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright.
Close as I can get to.
She's black.
Yeah.
So that'd be 10, 20, 25. So you could either end there or there.
I want to end at the wall.
Okay, so it'd be like right there. Alright.
And I'd like to throw my dagger at the Yukiona.
Okay.
Yeah.
Roll a hit.
It's a hell of a throw.
Yep. 17.
Is it magical?
No, it's just a regular dagger.
You see the dagger like throw and you're like dead on hit and then you just see it like phase through her.
Damn it.
And see it just like sticks into the wall.
Wait, is it the start of a new day?
Technically, we'd only be in the mansion for like. Actually, yeah, it would be the start of new day.
Yeah.
Okay, then I get to choose my spells.
Okay.
Just you know.
Yeah, you just see like the dagger just phase through her. As if she was like expecting to get hit, but then
Damn.
nothing.
Now I have to go and get the dagger too.
Ah,
I'll
such
make
a
sure to
joy.
pick it up for you. If I don't die.
That's it. That's all I do.
Good to know. Kill Zar. For now, Zar. Zadar.
Zidar.
Zadar.
Obviously, Azar.
Kill both. Okay, got it.
And Corky's still gotta move.
Yep.
So do I.
Corky's gotta move.
Alright, let's charge up towards the Yuki.
Okay, so
Mash face.
All of your weapons are on fire, aren't they?
Yes.
Sweet.
She is horrified of you as you start charging towards her. She is actually like literally horrified.
Who doesn't have a magical weapon?
You actually do.
None
You
of
have a
my
plus one.
weapons.
You have a plus
My
one short
short
bow.
swords are +1.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Because I
so the
was
master.
I got blessed. I can
That's
do that.
right.
I think we all have magical weapons.
I have two.
I don't
My
have that
short
as
bow's the only
magical
thing
as
that's
my
magical.
Alright.
Okay.
Look, things. Great axe.
Now that
Okay.
I know that, I'll continue to use my short bow.
16.
16 hits. Roll damage.
Oh, actually, I can do that.
12 fire damage against Yukiona.
8 plus 1. 9.
Yay, you
And
can do math.
Plus your
Plus
strength.
strength. Okay. 11. No.
12.
13. Plus the 1 for attack bonus. 14.
Are you raging?
13 fire
No,
damage.
I'm not raging.
She shrieks as she's hit with this like flaming great axe, and you see her form like flicker itself as she just is like thrown back by it, and she just hisses at you, and you can see like this long kind of like serpentine tongue come out of her mouth.
Was she thrown into a
You'll make for a great trophy once I'm done.
This is why I like
Was she
barbarians.
thrown
Do
into a
you have
square?
any fire?
Yeah, she's thrown into the
uh,
square.
martial weapons?
There you go.
Like short sword?
Yeah, she was like thrown back into like the wall.
Axe and another axe. A smaller axe.
An axe and an axe.
An axe and a smaller axe.
Are both of those magic weapons?
Technically, would I be able to wield the smaller axe?
Yeah.
Can I use the hand axe?
I don't know if I'm gonna move. I'm gonna move into Corgi's square.
Okay.
Get behind me, Corgi.
Behind you?
Behind me. I step in front of you. I'm going to Burning Hands. I need a dex check.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, you're gonna catch these hands.
Well, that's a 7.
You're both doing the
Sorry.
same idea.
Do I add anything to the...
Nope.
Okay.
Nope, she just doesn't take half. That history check really saved your butt in this one. Good job.
She's
So
still
12.
alive.
12 damage, alright.
Did the history check tell you what type she was?
When you
Not
get
really.
like
And
jokes.
anything in the area
Yeah.
that she's not wearing is that's flammable is on fire.
Okay, you set one of the walls on fire as you see one of the like larger bookshelves like get catch into flames.
I should have done this beforehand, but I'm going to use my bonus action to Hexblade's Cursor.
Oh,
Luke. Did my 20 history tell me if it was like a demon or a ghost or something?
she's a
like
demon. Oh, a demon.
And that's my turn.
Okay.
I'm still trying to pick my spell.
Yep, initiative.
And initiative.
Let's see which one likes it. Apparently this one's. Is it Why?
Nat 20.
I should have bought.
Still feel that I rolled low too.
I need to get a notebook.
Here, do you want me to keep track of initiatives for these guys?
No, it's okay.
So nat 20 with a +4, so it would be 24.
Nice.
I got a 17 for initiative again.
Alright.
Okay, no roll.
I'm consistent.
20 or higher. Okay. 19 to 15.
17.
Oh, geez. 15 to 10. 14?
Yeah, 14.
10.
11. Because someone had to one up you.
Below 10.
Below 10. Just what's left.
8.
5.
High five. Yay. High five.
It's one better than last time.
Woo!
What did Corgi roll?
14.
No, it was Mordecai that rolled low. Rolled me.
Oh, no. Yeah, he's our. Corgi is our main form of fire damage, so.
So you're unconscious, it's not taken to
I can do it
effect,
too.
doesn't get alert bonus, so
Because I still got to pick my spells.
19.
I like your face
I
too.
don't think it was this.
You're not looking at his portrait.
23.
Whose
Alright.
portrait?
My portrait.
Zadar! Go for
Your
it.
face is amazing.
Okay, assassinate, I get advantage. Yep, I'm moving to her.
Just like a step forward. He's purple.
Alright. Swing with
What? That means went flying over here.
21 or... Okay, 21 to hit.
Okay.
Would I be able to apply a sneak attack?
I'm pretty sure she knows you're there.
She
Yeah.
knows you're there and she's not flanked up.
Okay. Would it be critical because of assassinate?
No, you would be able to sneak attack because you have advantage, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay, yeah. Then you can sneak
Okay.
attack. Yep.
So 21 or 14. 21 to hit again?
Yep.
Okay. And because of assassinate, it's a critical hit.
Yep.
So it'll be... First one is 4d6, 5, 10, 14, 18. 18 damage for the first hit.
Mm-hmm.
And then second hit, 6, 10, 13, 17 points of piercing damage for the second attack.
Thieves, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, rogues are a baller.
Yeah. So sneak attack triggers because I have advantage.
They really are the worst ones.
Okay.
Assassinate first round gives me advantage.
They do work
I
though.
was stabbing people in the back.
And since I was at the beginning of
All right.
You know how it goes. Run through it from behind.
Yuki's go.
And you're right in front of her.
Bring it, yeah. Layer action. Roll a deck save.
Everyone?
Everyone.
Oh, senses danger.
19.
19.
You roll above a 16, you take half.
Woo, I take half.
Nat 20.
Woo!
Yeah,
11.
21.
Okay, you take full damage.
Or no, yeah, 21.
God, do I sense this danger?
Fucking nat 20.
No, it's not a trap.
Oh,
I thought
I
it was
gotta
a
die.
That did.
The
Okay.
thing was like angled weird. And I booped it.
You take half damage.
Three half damage. So it was like really positioned like this.
Alright, to basically everyone besides Fred. Fred takes, it would be 14 frost damage, everyone else takes 7. As you see pillars of ice just like jut out of the ground. Yeah. Yeah, cold damage. Yeah, my bad. I keep calling it frost damage. Supposed to be cold damage.
Okay, it's supposed to be?
Yeah.
Oh. Alright,
So you
I
take 7. Everyone else takes 7, Fred takes 14.
Alright, well, it's half a 7. Because that cold resistance.
It'll be
Oh,
4 rounded up, 3 rounded down. Sorry.
3.
Always round down.
Oh my god, I don't know what I
Wasn't
did.
quite as bad as I expected.
You see that afterwards she looks down at Azar and Zadar and just,
Fuck you, bitch.
"You can play this game," and she's gonna cast Cone of Cold.
Oh.
How much does
Uh,
that take?
So Cone of Cold would hit 1, 2, 1, 2, and then line. So anywhere in there, so both of you make dexterity saves.
Oh, Jesus.
Hey!
23.
Love a frickin'.
No.
There's this one,
I
right?
doubt I actually saved.
15.
Or
23.
23, half. Zadar takes full, obviously.
Wait, what?
Or not
Azar.
Azar's Zadar. God damn you two when you're sitting right next to each other.
Here.
Hint for DM. Once my memory comes back, gave me my actual name.
Yeah, that's a good idea. You take 20 cold damage.
Corky's in this mix.
Yeah. You take 20 cold damage, you take 10.
Spell, right?
He's also in the range of the spell.
Oh,
Because he's in the same
Because,
space
you know,
as
danger.
Oh yeah, he's in the same space as
How
me.
much do I take?
Or I'm in the same space
okay.
as him.
Yep.
We're going with the 18 plus 1.
Okay, so you take that. So you take 20 cold damage, those two take 10 cold damage.
I'm knocked out.
20?
Seriously,
kidding.
already?
Oh my god.
I took 8 damage from the thing.
How far is he from me?
Plus I got
Right in
hit
front of
again for what
Right in
was
front
it?
of me?
7.
No, right in front of
And now 20.
the Yuki.
So that was
Well,
35.
I'm right in front of the Yuki.
Oh, you're right in front. Oh, okay, that's good. Your action doesn't take place. You two, after seeing him get blasted by the cone of cold, you notice that his body starts to glow like this light blue aura around it.
Oh dear.
So, she's gonna be life stealing from him. Can, somebody stop that?
Guppy,
I-
there is only hope.
I doubt you can heal that. Do you have Lesso?
Alright,
I
19.
don't know.
Do you have Lesser Restoration?
Oh,
Yes. I
27.
always
You
keep
see-
lesser restoration on me.
You see Lady Vakas slowly start to like stand up. She starts moving around.
Is she out of the control? Or?
She's like half and half.
Alright. How's the Yuki looking?
Pretty
Scorch.
beat the fuck up.
Well,
Shake it,
no!
not stir. Shake it, not stir.
No.
Shake it. That's
Shaken, not stirred.
yeah, sure. Let's go with that. All right. 17.
That's me.
I hate this whistle.
What's going on with him?
Good
He
lord.
is encased in ice.
You see like a light blue light
what
starts
happened?
like glowing around him.
What happened to you?
I can't do anything about that because I can't touch you. So I'm gonna move into the corner
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna use the restroom. Just do my best.
and I'm going to shoot.
Do you really want me to hold that responsibility
I'm
though?
gonna shoot an arrow at the Yukio.
I'll do it.
Okay.
I have nothing better to do.
Let me just
Oh
put
my
this die.
fucking god, 14.
Okay, you can.
It flies past her into the burning bookshelf.
Oh wait, no,
Okay,
that's a
16.
15 because of the +1, but so.
Yeah, it flies past her.
Yeah,
Into-
I should roll these.
into the bookshelf.
bad, I'm doing it again.
Alright, 14.
That was me.
I was like, I know he rolled below.
So wait, yeah, his is a 5.
Yeah.
Rage up!
Raging Cajun!
Let there be the
This
axe.
is fucking harder.
God damn it.
With the axe.
I wrote it.
25 to move out of his way as he's raging.
You just the sidestep.
Yeah. Fuck this shit.
Slide
Slide to the right.
And
crisscross.
divine
Take a step
fury
back.
with my axe.
Everybody.
Ow, this is gonna end bad.
Wait, what's up?
I'm a divine fury with my axe.
Oh!
Do it.
11.
You miss. You're
Oh.
so pissed off at her that you miss and you take
How
an
is that
axe to the
so
bookshelf.
How is that only an 11? Roll an 8.
Right?
Plus your strength, plus your
Wait,
proficiency.
don't you
Oh,
get
this-
advantage on it?
Okay.
No.
No.
That's
So it's a,
that's like
You-
frenzy rage and stuff
Yeah,
like
it's a
that.
13, not 11.
Yeah, 13 misses.
Yeah.
You get so pissed off at her that you just like miss and your axe goes into the stone of the keep. And you just like pull it back out.
You're just like, yeah.
So, you should probably move Cordy up one and then me to the right.
Okay, we're gonna go and try that again with reckless attack.
Okay.
Well, it's a good thing that I got next. Before she does.
Good thing you have advantage.
Yeah,
was
you
that,
have
one?
advantage. No, 2.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus, it's gonna be a massive. Okay.
You're welcome.
Well, this is gonna be a
Thanks
massive,
for helping me read things.
ungodly amount of
Well, no,
damage.
your intelligence is so low that it needed the help.
Just grab a d12.
D12 plus this one. That still
yeah.
happens. Plus half my level.
Barbarian level.
Oh, 8 plus 6 plus 2. 1.5.
Plus
8
your,
plus 6
Plus
plus
1.
1.
plus your strength.
Plus your strength modifier, which is 3.
Oh, okay, so 19, 20.
And then also, it's a crit.
Radiant damage plus fire damage.
Oh, and
Yeah.
it's
So
And
it's
it's a
a
crit,
so you
so-
double
double
dice.
It's a
Yeah.
crit,
So you double your dice.
You literally
Yeah,
roll
you
another set of
reroll.
dice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you seriously going with different dice each roll?
Yes.
I got
He has a
enough.
lot of them out.
I got enough. Well, 4 plus 5 plus 5, 14.
Bonuses are only applied once.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it'd be
Yeah.
19, 24,
29.
29 points of fire and radiant.
She explodes.
That's actually pretty accurate.
One round of all of us dicking around.
20, let's see, so 29, so that would be 58 damage.
Can I get a how do you want to do this?
Yeah, actually.
Can I get a
Yeah,
Yahtzee?
I was gonna say she could, like, even if she used her reaction to Ice Shield and half the incoming damage, it still fucking kills her. So, yeah, how do you want to do it?
Angrily tearing my blade out of the ground, I swipe upward, cleaving this beast in half and claiming its head.
Can you cut the blade of an ethereal being into
Yeah,
existence?
can you do that?
Technically, her human skull is still there from how they're made. So.
I like the sound of that.
So Corgi being pissed off and having not killed anything in a few days, literally jumps up, swings the axe, just shreds straight up through her, and you see it like just connect with her skull, and he kind of like splits her skull, like kind of like outwards, and you just see her like shriek and then like explode out with this. Like the light that shines over like everything.
Is there anything left that could be gathered as a
Nice.
treasure?
Air high five, Corgi.
Is there anything that could be gathered as a treasure? Or like a thing for my
I took its
mission?
skull. There's nothing left.
Yeah, trophies.
Wasn't your mission just to document it?
No.
He has to bring home a head.
I have to have a trophy.
I have to have a trophy of my own.
I can't remember what mine was.
So
a lot of damage.
Oh yeah, mine was keep you guys
So
alive.
while you were gone, he did 59 points of fire damage and killed her.
I'm back up to 2.
Does she take double from?
Yeah, she took double from fire damage.
That's why I was like, okay, well, I'm not too serious tonight because we've been in an area with
Yep. Her skull like splits off, falls to the ground. Corgi kind of like catches it with one hand and kind of lands.
That's why I asked if she took anything else.
Luke, the damage he was doing was supposed to be fire too.
So it would have been 30.
Let's go.
Okay, yeah, she's super dead.
dead.
Like she's got 100, and you guys did like 58 points of like overkill. She's very dead.
She's so dead.
So she would have been dead before you even had to attack.
Oh, I could've
because
just
my attack would
flicked her?
have killed her.
Yeah.
I could have flicked her.
Okay,
Alright.
Yeah.
How is Lady Vakas reacting to this?
Yeah, that's the next question.
You see the lady, like, you see her, like, ice start to break off the body as it falls off of her, and her, like, long white hair shimmers a little bit as it returns back to its, like, normally, like, mildly blonde, like, kind of like platinum blonde color. You see her eyes just flicker away from being overwhelmingly blue back to her, like, kind of green.
I'm sorry to offend you, my lady, but could you please drink this? And I hand her a vial of lily water.
Yeah, she drinks it completely fine.
Oh, thank God, we're good.
Well then,
I just wanted to be sure.
that
Sorry
being,
to.
that being the case, healing potions all around.
Thank you.
12 points each.
We were back to
Oh,
full.
thank God.
I explained what happened to her, explained that her daughter led us to her.
She like looks at you as you mentioned Velka, and where's my daughter?
She's still in the room, safe.
She's still in her bedroom.
Make sure she's protected.
You see her as she like mentions your daughter. She literally snaps her finger, and a fucking portal just rips open to her room.
Okay, guess we're going.
Badass.
Whack-a-mole.
I'm going to try to gather any trophy that's left that he hasn't gathered
I
yet.
completed my mission. I kept everyone alive. Good job.
Perception check.
You look around. You don't really find a trophy, but you're gonna get one later anyway. So you're good.
Did.
Okay.
You technically didn't die.
The
gonna go
one
get
thing
my
in this
dagger
all that I'm very
Just like
disappointed
mine.
about
Well, you
is
were
that I never
unconscious.
got a chance to pull a get over here with my
Yeah.
mind spear.
How high is her dagger up?
I thought it just clattered on me.
It's on fire, like way up on the bookshelf.
My dagger's on fire?
Burning hands ignited like the handle on fire.
Okay, nobody died.
Mage
you're
hand.
bleeding
I'm going to
out.
just grab it.
Damn.
You grab the flaming dagger as it
With
flies
mage hand.
down.
Yeah.
Somebody
there snow
put
or
that
something
out,
around?
please.
You look
Or
at
some of the ice melting.
yeah,
Sorry, I
so
don't
the
have
ice is
control water.
melting.
You just go and dunk it into the one of the water that's.
Okay.
I dunked it.
You dunk it. It goes out.
I'm going to hand it back to him.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It's kind of like charred a little bit.
That's fine.
It'll make extra crispy toast. I'm pretty sure you like toast, right? Everybody likes
Just adds
toast.
into the
Heartwarming
story.
reunion. She runs up, picks up Valka, and hugs her tight. Was like super confused. You see that Valka like almost talks, and she's just yep. No.
What's up with the Tsar? Is he still
I'm at
frozen?
17.
You're not frozen anymore?
You're not frozen. You still have the aura flickering around you. You actually didn't regain your health. You're still
Alright,
unconscious.
I guess I'll walk up to him. Lesser restoration. And it sounds like it'd be nice. Lay on hands for 15.
And I still have a whole healing potion for him.
You lesser restoration and nothing happens. You lay on hands, you don't feel like anything happened.
That's odd.
As the fight ends though, you're kind of like almost out of mind. You slowly start feeling like instead of your body being cold, you start feeling like warm up, as if maybe your soul itself was on fire.
We wouldn't know any of this. He's still unconscious.
Well, he's radiating blue, isn't he?
Yeah, he's ready.
Would that be arcane or history to?
Arcana.
Wait, he's radiating heat?
Yeah, he's radiating heat.
Okay, I move closer so that I can warm up.
I'll add in on that Arcana.
That'd be 10 arcana.
My
On
axes
natural
are on
20
fire.
with that Arcana check.
Stop stealing my books!
Stole the books again.
17 Arcana.
I also steal your friends.
Collectively, all three of you, mainly as Mordecai chimes in, and he says that those who basically fall in the fight with Yukiona have a chance to become a wisp,
Oh dear.
which it's starting to sound like. But anyways, back to this. So you're kind of in your mind, and you start like feeling your flame start to like flicker back on. You see like this image like appear in your head as you kind of see like Lord Ebenchill kind of like standing in front of you, and you see like as the Yukiona's effect kind of ends, you see his eyes like flicker back to life as he kind of stares back at you, and you see he just takes out his blade and he kind of like swipes it once, and you feel that like almost like an Arctic blast that chills your very soul, like flicker over your body, and the flames go out. And you see him just put his sword away, and he says, "And now you owe me a life debt."
Oh no.
Oh, snarf.
As you regain consciousness.
Oh, he's not
Right.
warm.
Well, does he still get the 15 from healing from my own hands too?
No.
No? Okay. Well, that,
I mean, you're not going to get into any more fights unless you want to deal with the other thing, but
I'm
that's your choice.
I'm going to give her my bear pelt to like
I have my
recollect
own
herself.
pelt, thank you very much.
She has multiple pelts.
So mine is a bear.
My axe is on fire, it automatically radiates heat.
Alright, I guess I'll go talk to
And plus,
lady.
I
Yeah,
don't
I'm
give
going
my
to walk
gold.
up to her. I'm going to tell her, Lady Vakas, I'm sorry to interrupt this reunion, but we've all almost died several times. I think we're due an explanation for your actions.
Ooh, you're saying that to a lady. That's
be
bad.
nicer, be nicer, be nicer.
For
I'm
once,
going to
I agree
walk
with
up.
her.
I'm not going to say this, like, mean. I'm going to say this, yeah, this is your causing,
Part of
we'd
my
like an
ignorant
explanation.
friend,
Women
my
kill
lady.
men.
All the time.
She kind of like glares at you, and you kind of like get this feeling that if looks could kill, you probably would have been disintegrated.
Pardon his ignorance, my
Look,
lady.
it's not like it's my
Oh,
fault. There's
what?
piles of corpses around here.
Shut
I think it's
up.
about time.
Controlled monster. Roll a wisdom save. DC 27.
DC
Uh,
27.
A hands ability. I'm going to give myself Owl's wisdom. I get advantage.
Archmage, counterspell.
Oh, owned.
Yeah, I fail it.
Okay,
You start dancing.
Like,
Really?
the Macarena?
Yeah, you start dancing like the
the funky
Macarena,
I'm
and then you like stop.
going
And
to.
she laughs a little bit, and then she says, "Let us go to my parlor first, okay?
I'm going
I've
to.
been standing up for a little over 2 months. I would like to sit down."
I'm gonna bow to her. Sorry, my lady, for associates' ignorance.
Sorry if I offended you for having you drink holy water. It's
She
just,
drinks it. It's fine. Just follow me.
You see her, she kind of like flicks her hand and like the portal like shifts over and you see like this parlor room that's like half flooded.
I'm gonna walk past her, just look at her. That was quite rude. If it wasn't for us, your people would be dead, you worthless cur. And walk past.
Oh, Jesus.
She kind of shrugs.
Forgive them. They've been through a lot on the way here and through here.
She shrugs. She just kind of walks in and she just like whisks the water and you see like a window open and the water starts just like pouring out of it.
Did you just palm slam a pile of caltrops? You crazy person.
And she eventually, as everyone kind of like takes a seat around kind of like this table that she kind of like just put there and then move chairs over there as she sits down. And then she says,
If anything that I owe you, it's at least an explanation, I assume. Go ahead. Let's play 20 questions.
I presume it's because of the white wolves and the werewolf.
So white.
She nods her. The White Wolves were indeed invading. We're starting to recruit them and my citizens into their army, if you will.
How could the Circle of the Lycan pose such a great threat that you're forced to make a deal with a demon?
She kind of rolls her eyes a little bit, looks around, and she says, well, funny story about that. It seems to be an elf with them that seems... How to put this?
In control of its own beast.
Possessed?
A little bit more dire than that.
We're aware that his eyes was glowing purple.
A little bit dire than that, and actually, he's just a peon of the actual person. I've heard rumors of this beast, this ancient elf that seems to be as old as the forest itself. This, I guess he'd be an archer of some kind. He seems to be immune to magic.
Yeah, we don't have the skills to deal with that. At least not yet.
He wears this carapace of some ancient beast that I'm not quite sure, but when we fought, he seemed to be immune to my spells, and as you can imagine from... I apologize, I was rash.
Apology accepted.
To be fair, you haven't seen your daughter or rested in over 2 months.
And
It's understandable anyone's rash.
She looks to you.
You can thank him. Because I can guarantee you, you would have been a wisp without your lord.
This beast. Was it a snake by chance?
She shakes her head now.
Wasn't Akuma.
Don't say the name!
I've seen this group in the
She
woods.
she
right?
actually looks at you questioning as you bring up snake.
What makes you bring up snakes of all creatures?
We went through the Dwarven Kingdom on our way here, to one of the mountains.
It's been deleted. As far as we are aware, only the king survives and a couple of his subjects. The snake, that its name shall not be said, that's contained in the prison realm of... What was it?
It's been a while.
Well, input name here.
Insert name here.
Oh,
I didn't record it.
Karsari.
sorry. Yep, prison plane.
He attempted to break into our realm through a archfey portal, and we're attempting to we stopped that. We had originally assumed that your demon might have had some part in this action.
She shakes him.
No, I traveled amongst the spines of the world searching aid. The Yukiona promised to freeze any trespassers that dared enter the village, and I hoped that possibly that was strong enough, but it seems I was tricked.
That happens.
So, I have a question on your pet. What did the demon mention? Anything about the possibly taking over your will and body, or?
She shakes her head.
I can't fathom the contract at this point, but if she's gone, as long as you hold that skull with you, large man over there,
That's Korgak.
then you should be quite fine. She should not return with her skull being cleaved in half.
Question for the DM. I've seen this like roaming band of wolves and stuff, right?
Yeah,
In the woods.
yeah.
Would I know the beast pelt that he wears, considering my favorite enemy is beasts?
Technically it's not a beast, but I'll give you, let's go with a history check with advantage.
Okay. I'll take the 16. Said history?
Yep.
18.
She says a beast, but you scarcely remember it from quite a while ago. In fact, when you were about a year after you escaped from your father. About when you were just being accustomed to. You remember a night that you were camping alone and you saw this rather tall man who was about 6 foot tall, and he seemed to have this cloak upon him. He didn't venture any near closer to it, but he seemed to mean no harm. You remember that he had these like almost piercing, burning green eyes upon him, and as you turn around, you briefly remember the shape of what looked like a scale that was black.
Black scale.
Yeah, I'll tell the rest of the party this.
A beast with black scales.
Could I get a nature check on
I'm
that?
going to.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm going
Can
to.
I get a history check?
Thinking
yeah,
what I
I'm gonna
think
need
it
to
is.
17?
It's a 16 nature check. Or no, 17 nature check for me.
I'm going to tell everyone rolls, because that depends on the information you're collectively rolling on this one.
12.
17.
12, 17, 17, 17,
15 history.
15. Collectively,
I'm not gonna finish it either, so.
collectively together, you think and you continue to think until almost what seems like the conversation goes to a standstill. You're all lost in thought as you could pound through your mind of what beast it could be, as you don't really remember anything with these black scales that you described as a beast. Until slowly an epiphany starts to draw over you as you have heard of the legend of how dragons came to be. There was flightless dragons before them, they're called cave dragons.
Cave dragons.
Cave dragons.
This.
Born from the earth, made out of metal. They were the predecessors to the dragons that you now know. But judging by that information, if the man that you found, something like that, he must at least be over around a millennia.
I'm gonna ask with mine if we eat some good berries while I'm thinking. Because I need to.
Fuck you, Blue. She slowly looks at the rest of it.
Anything else?
Do you know why they've been attacking you?
She shakes her head.
I have not the slightest clue. The only thing I can think of is possibly the demon thing that happened down in the village like 20 years ago, but the water is gone. We don't know where he went to. He just gets dragged into his portal into this hellish-looking plane, but the earth has been cleansed by multiple high clerics. There shouldn't be any remains of demons. I honestly cannot tell you.
But they have been hunting for your daughter.
She looks to her and she kind of like shivers at the thought that she's a
Maybe. Although I don't really think her father would like it too much if that being got too close to the village. I'm sure he would have done something.
My lady, if it's not too much to ask, what on earth is the girl's father that she speaks words of creation?
As you say that, you hear the door open from the other side, and in steps the cat folk. And you see her walk up to her, and you see her kind of pull out a lute and start playing. And without even hesitating, you kind of hear like the girl humming along to the tune as if she instantly knew it. And she starts humming to it. And
Zara has already told one of you what her father is and why she is here herself.
she looks over towards you.
Yes.
I suppose.
I am aware of her birthright. Lady Vakas is do they have your permission to know?
Lady, would this be okay for you?
She snaps her finger, and you see like this orb just like appear around everyone as you kind of like see that it like kind of retains volume and any sound as it kind of
silence.
Yeah, sphere of silence. As you see that your voices like don't go outside the barrier.
I'll take that as a yes. Little Velka's father is Apollo, the sun god.
And my eyes go up.
God of light and song, but yes, she is. That's why Zara has traveled so far away. As you can imagine, I have lost track of the miles. Oh, I've lost track of the miles. This makes Zara very tired. Zara, you can stay here. Just be careful.
And she looks down.
Yes, your daughter's Apollo. I wanted to tell you at some point, but he told me not to tell you until you're a bit older.
And she kind of like signs up, and she's like what?
Her hands are going so fast. And
Yeah, like
ran.
she's going like Kakashi fast right now, and you're just like what? Yeah.
Okay, time to activate my eye and then start
Yeah,
Shotgun gun.
I don't think there's enough
Yeah,
translations
no,
available.
Yeah, like her
start trapping like rap.
her language gets lost in translation. It's going so fast as everyone's just kind of chilling there, and she kind of sits there holding her head.
I had relations, if you will, with them before.
I am not one to judge.
Who am I? Actually, I don't think any of us in the right are to judge.
Fair enough. I mean, yeah.
She kind of shrugs as after a while, she just converses. She tells you, basically, she was a slave girl herself. She was enslaved on the southern islands, known for piracy, bandits, and one of the famous assassins guilds of the realm. During that time, she called out to no one, and no one listened to her besides Apollo. Apollo agreed to grant her magical powers as if her bloodline has had it for generations. In return, that he wanted a child of his own. So, packmate.
At least it wasn't Zeus.
Fair enough.
Yeah, which is how she became an archmage. Which is how she became an archmage out of nowhere.
Okay. Well, I think we should be heading back to town.
I guess he would technically be a divine soul sorcerer / wizard, but still, nonetheless.
Well, if there's a reason for demons and dragons and stuff to start showing on your doorstep, it's probably a demigod.
She thinks and she looks around a little bit and she... maybe.
Especially since your power's been awakened.
Do you know anything about this? You said it was an archdruid?
Yeah.
About this archdruid, Evan Chill?
Oh, that bastard. That bastard we fought every time, and he seemed to have this carapace that couldn't be pierced by magic or weapons. Something more ancient than even I.
Does he have a name?
Captain Badass.
Sorry.
Accurate.
You feel...
If he's had one, it's been lost in the ages and been erased from the history books. No one can really remember it.
He is older than even Evan Chill.
Damn.
And far more powerful.
Ruh-roh.
You then get bitch slapped by your weapon again.
Just something sort of goes.
No!
He's the one that just told me that.
If it's any correlation by what he's talking of, you feel the hilt of Evan Chill quiver. Just a slight.
Just gonna keep that one to myself.
Probably a good idea.
Quiver. Just a little bit, like the handle itself. Move.
Just
a little
like
bit.
a little dangly bitch.
2 questions for our party. Where the fuck is Calgon? Why couldn't he help us? And second of all, can I speak to Evan Chill?
Odds are good that
No, I'm not giving you this
Okay.
odds are good that Caligan
Lord
is
Evan Chill.
He's touching your sword.
No.
I was wondering if there was a way to make a pact with a being like yourself.
2, 1.
I shall not let you make a pact with me, as your actions are too brash for one even more than a czar lately, as you feel the glare. But I know another, in a far-off city that you shall probably be soon traveling to. Speaking of which, when the hell do I get to put my 2 pieces in this?
You look over, like, out of nowhere, you see this, like, person. He's got, like, slicked back, like, spiked red hair. You see he's wearing this, like, gaudy, like, red suit. And you see he's got, like, a black tie on. And you see he's got 2 feet up on the table.
And who are you?
Who is the mysterious stranger?
The orphans seem to have met themselves into a very interesting situation. Who is this new man, and why is his feet on the table in the first place? These are the important questions we must ask. I wonder when the orphans will soon return. But hopefully the travelers will see them well, and hopefully they save Lady Vakas. In the meantime, I'm going to go back to bed. Good night.
I thought we already saved Lady Vakas.
He doesn't see it. He knows.